The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
And good Tuesday evening, Bronco basketball fans. Welcome back to Spring Hill High School. On the side of tonight's Frontier League matchup, the doubleheader boys and girls, as the Broncos welcome in the Paola Panthers for this matchup, a rematch of one that kind of started 2022. First game out of the gate there in 2022 at Paola, one that we will recap as we go through our pregame show. The Bronco girls got the win, looking to get a sweep this season over the Panthers, and they are well on their way as the Bronco women have a pretty good head of steam. They are coming off a game Tuesday night a week ago prior to the snowstorm there at DeSoto that found a hot shooting Wildcat team. DeSoto just above Spring Hill in the Class 5A rankings that came out this week at number 9, Spring Hill at number 10. And not getting a lot of respect necessarily, but a hot shooting DeSoto team. They got them off, and then on Friday night, the Broncos able to get a win over Piper. Real solid victory where they went basically end to end to get that victory and put away Piper. Final score in that one, 45-28 in the victory for the Broncos over the Pirates. They were led by Sydney Busher with 11. Coral Callan lightning hot from the start and really set the pace for the Broncos. She had 10 for Spring Hill, 9 points from Jenna Weber, as Spring Hill cruised to victory over Piper on Friday night. Again, final score 45-28. Spring Hill was 80% from the free throw line, just phenomenal. They had 30 points in the paint, had 27 defensive rebounds, just a dominant performance over Piper, who's a young upstart team I expect to be pretty competitive here in the next couple of years. So Spring Hill has won 5 out of the last 6, and they are sitting atop the Frontier League at 4-0. Another win here would basically give them a real good opportunity to pick up a Frontier League title, so you got to take care of business here against Paola. The Panthers come into this ball game at 8-6, 1-4 in the Frontier League. They're coming off back-to-back losses against Lewisburg and DeSoto, so a common opponent there. The score in that one, 40-51, so kind of a similar outcome. They did drop a close one last Tuesday, 44-48. Because of the weather, Paola's been off since last Tuesday, so they've had a full week. We'll see if that matters in tonight's ball game, but they have won 3 out of the last 6, 4 out of the last 7, so kind of up and down this season for Coach Butler and the Paola Panthers. Not a lot of depth on their team, but they've got one of the best players in the conference in Kate Ediger. She has 5 30-point games this season, and if you can keep Ediger quiet and keep her from wreaking havoc, then you have a chance to beat this Panther team here coming up tonight on Spring Hill Sports Live. Plenty to get to here on the pregame show, including a preview of that boys matchup we'll have in just a moment. All that and more still to come here on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Comfort Designs, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. They are Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. We'll talk about that boys game. Reset things here for the girls as we get ready for tip-off here from Spring Hill. It's the Broncos and the Panthers tonight on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back out here to Spring Hill High School. BJ Harris, Caden Carvajos. We get set for the front side of our high school basketball doubleheader tonight. Spring Hill Broncos welcoming in the Paola Panthers. We have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. The Spring Hill coming in at 2-12, 1-4 in the Frontier League. They're coming off a 40-57 loss to Piper. That was an odd game, just one that just never felt comfortable and had their chances at times. In fact, was within striking distance a few times late, and then just things kind of fell apart in the fourth quarter. Outscored 18-2 in the fourth quarter against Piper. Broncos were led in the loss by Luke Metcalf with 14 points. Daniel Mitchell had 11. 5 points from Chase Bond. Just not a lot else from the bench on that one to get and able to keep pace. A very athletic Piper team, albeit probably lack a little bit of ball skills and some shooting ability at times. If they had hit some of the shots that they had taken, they would have been in even more control. But Broncos couldn't able to take advantage of that, so they've dropped 3 out of the last 4 of the Broncos. Their last win came on January 28th, a 54-42 win over Lewisburg. That's their one conference win on the season. Their first win of the year came at the conclusion of the Spring Hill Invitational basketball tournament when they knocked off Gardner Edgerton in that one. Spring Hill is kind of always in it. You feel like it. If you walked in, and I talked to some broadcasters of ours that see that 2-12 record, you got to keep in mind that is against some pretty good opponents throughout this year. They play a little bit tougher schedule than some teams do. But they're still here. They've still got some players, as Spring Hill does. I mean, the guys can play, and have just had some bad spots. If you take a few of those games where they gave up 12 or 15 unanswered and don't put themselves in that position, they're right in a lot of those games. So 2-12 is not, I don't think, obviously it is the assessment of this team, but I'm not sure if it's a fair assessment, and it might lead for teams overlooking it. Paola, in the first time these two teams met, back on January the 4th, was a similar example of that, where Spring Hill was kind of in it, and but had a real slow start. They ended up outscoring Paola 23-18 in the second half, but it was too late and fell by 8 against this Paola team. I expect this to be good games on both the boys and girls front here tonight. If Spring Hill boys could come out and avoid that little letdown, that little valley that they have in games, then they'll be right into these ball games. And so we hope that happens here a little bit later on. Paola coming in at 10-4. Trey Moala, one of their key players. If you can take care of him, and that was the main game plan for the Broncos last time, keep him quiet. They did for the most part, but ultimately just came up a little bit short in that one. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, specializing in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained, and fully licensed orthodontic specialist with decades of combined experience in the orthodontic field. With locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Plenty to talk about here. Just a few minutes away from tip-off. We'll be back to continue the Comfort Designs pregame show here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Back at home, the Comfort Designs pregame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo, as we get set for this one. The Broncos and the Panthers. Area matchups brought to you by Apex Massage Therapy. Massage isn't just a luxury, it's a way to a happier, healthier life. Kylie at Apex Massage Therapy knows your aches and pains may be the same as others, but your treatment plan doesn't have to be. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-575-1079. Apex Massage Therapy, 913-575-1079. Across our network of channels tonight, full slate of games. Lewisburg is hosting Fort Scott over on Lewisburg Sports Live. If you want to catch that action tonight. Obviously, we've got two of our teams here tonight in Spring Hill, Paola. Baldwin is taking on Metro Academy tonight. And Tonganoxie is hosting Jeff West in a opponent we've seen this year with the Jeff West Tigers. Back in action for Spring Hill will be Friday as they take on the Lewisburg Wildcats. We'll have that action for you. 5:45 pregame schedule for 6 o'clock tip there from Lewisburg. We'll have that for you. And then we go into next Tuesday as the Broncos will travel up to Tonganoxie to take on the Chieftains. That'll wrap it up. Broncos do have two games at Eudora. One girls game on Thursday and a boys game on Friday. Because of scheduling difficulties and the fact that they split those games up, quite frankly, we will not be able to bring those games to you. Trying to keep enough broadcasts in our schedule for the year to bring you plenty of spring soccer, girls soccer, as well as some softball and baseball, as we'll have those schedules hopefully published here in the next week or so, looking towards that spring season, which is crazy to think about, but we are in the final stretch here of the winter sports season. That's your Apex Massage Therapy area matchups. Keys to the game brought to you by Spring Hill Chiropractic and Acupuncture. The key to a better quality of life is making Spring Hill Chiropractic part of your health and wellness plan. Dr. Daniel Harding strives to make it easy and affordable as possible to get the care you need for the whole family. Learn more at springhillchiropractor.com or call 913-592-3541. Well, for Spring Hill, I mentioned a little bit when I was going through talking about these players, it's Kate Ediger. You got to make sure you keep her in wraps. If she starts to get ahead of steam, I was the play-by-play guy for Paola last year, and perhaps nobody else. When they get momentum, Kate can really take over a ball game. She plays tough. She's strong. She's tall, one of the taller players on the floor. She can shoot from outside. She can get inside. And I'm confident she can play anywhere at any time and be very competitive. And so it'll be fun to see how the Broncos approach her. For Spring Hill, keep doing some of the stuff you were doing tonight. They had to spread the ball around. You need some contribution from your bench, and you need to be able to continue to pound the ball into the paint. As the Broncos do that, then they can have a chance here to get a win tonight and continue to be undefeated in the Frontier League. We'll take a quick break for the national anthem here and get a chance to watch the Spring Hill Pep Band. Wonderful job, as always, by the Spring Hill Pep Band. Getting ready to do the starting lineups. Opening tip-off here inside. We'll take one final timeout. We'll come back. We'll do the same when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Back out here as we wrap up the Comfort Design Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Starting lineups brought to you by our friends at America's Heartland Collection. Let them spark your curiosity. They never know what you're going to find in their collection. America's Heartland Collection open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 at 305 South Webster. For the Panthers, it'll be Maggie Count, Kate Ediger. I believe Chloe Gherkin maybe getting the start there. No, Maddie Pitzer rather. One of the starters on there, Ava Kale and Mackenzie Keel. For the Broncos, it'll be Coral Cowan, Jenna Weber, Brooke Powell, Lorelai Harris, and Kaylee Oakes. Opening tip-off brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated. Seats is a leader in the manufacture of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To learn more, see all their openings, apply online at seatsinc.com. Opening tip going to be won by the Bronco girls as they'll move from right to left. Coral Cowan will control the opening tip. Weber push up from the free throw line and swishes it in. And off to a great start already. That was not a high percentage shot necessarily, but went down nonetheless. It doesn't matter how they go up, it matters where they go through. And a first possession stop for the Bronco defense. Up in front court, left side for Powell. She'll go top of the key for Weber. Boy, she used it all. It was, if you could give them a half point, that'd be it. Ediger leads charge on the run out. Panthers just don't have a tremendous amount of depth on their bench. That causes some problems. Broncos, on the other hand, a wealth of it. They'll rotate in a good 10 to 12 people. First push-up shot no good by Kale. And a Rebound and a foul is going to send Mackenzie Keel to the free throw line to shoot 2. First fouls of the ball game. It's going to be called against Lorelei Harris, her first, team foul number 1 here in this first half. Well, Cato, happy to be up here and not down there on the PA.
Yeah.
Mr. Murray sounds so much better at it than I did. More control up here for my own self, too. There's too many moving parts down there, man. One was no good, the other one good for Keel. So 2-1 will be your score here with 7:04 to play in this opening quarter. Dump off inside, lost the footing a little bit, did Kaylee Oakes. Here's Powell for 3, shot no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Keel and up in the front. Far side goes Ediger. Maybe force that one a little bit, and now a jump ball, and that will be in favor of the Panthers. There was 6:45 to go in the first quarter. So Paola will inbound from underneath her basket. That's on the right side for Kauk. I say this, they don't have a ton of depth, but this is a pretty experienced starting 5. I just so noticed as I was getting ready to do starting lineups a moment ago as they work it down inside for Kale. One attempt, shot no good. Second one's blocked by the Broncos. Run out, picked up by Kauk. Here's Ediger, wide open 3 good. Kate Ediger left it hanging as well, and the Panthers will take an early lead. Their first of the ball game. What I was saying was that they work it down inside for Harris, backing. Over to go, she'll set out. I somehow grabbed the wrong roster and only had one player on the last year's roster that isn't in the game right now. So all 4 out of 5 of these started a year ago, and now they're all back on the floor here, and a couple of them are juniors. So still puts playing time, including this one, Maggie Kauk. Very good athlete. She'll catch on the right side. Pits her back over to Kauk. Screen comes from Keel. She'll give a little roll. Good coverage there by Kaylee Oakes as well as Harris. Oakes will bring it up the floor, working against Kauk. Give away for Weber here, 5:28 to go in the first quarter. Left side for Harris. Here's Powell. Back over to Weber, nearly lost it. Now she'll clear a little space, scoop up with the right hand, good. No, she lost it. That looked like it was going to catch the front of the rim, but it will send Jenna Weber to the free throw line to shoot 2, and boy, has she been good from the charity stripe. As Jenna Weber on the season, 85.5%. That's pretty darn good, and she'll step to the line here for the first time tonight. First one's up and good. Cindy Busher and Elena Freegon going to check into the ball game. Emerson Smith comes in for Paola, and out will go Kale. And Weber for the second one up and good. All knotted up at 4. Couple minutes into this one. Pitzer over the right side, Ediger. Help comes from Busher. Boy, she slides right by her. There's a nifty move there from Kate Ediger. She's got 5. All just lead the way for Paola. Busher just charged. Yep. Pretty good job by Smith, and that arm extension by Busher didn't buy her any chances. He called it on 20. It's 22. Foul trouble can be a problem for either one of these teams. Ediger's been known on Paola's side, and Kaylee Oakes and Busher have battled through it a couple of times this season. Busher with the rebound, helped out by Weber. Weber up the far side. Freegon on the right wing. Trying to get some space. She'll kick away to Powell. Good dish. Whoa, switched hands mid layup for Weber. Just couldn't quite get it. Had to go to the left side. She was maybe a little too straight on. Off left side for Kauk. Pitzer. Back over for Maggie Kauk. She'll try to attack the elbow. Elevate. On the way, no good. Another empty frame for the Panthers. Broncos trying to capitalize. Down by 2. Freegon, step up there and shoot it. She will. On the way, no good. And rebound cleared by Kauk. Neither team red hot right now from the offensive side of things. And it will be Panther basketball. Smith with it, holding on the left wing. Hassled by Freegon. Loose ball picked up by Pitzer. Now a three from Ediger. No good this time. A loose ball. Who's going to win it? This time it's Weber who comes out of there with it. Long pass up to Freegon on the left side. Freegon trying to go backside for Oaks, actually, but Busher intercepted it and didn't matter. Maybe she was aiming for her. I don't know. It doesn't matter as the Broncos will tie it back up at 6 apiece. 3:21 to play first quarter here in this Frontier League rivalry matchup. Top of the key for Kiel. One bounce and over to Pitzer. Ediger trying to post up on Oaks. Oaks is going to have a strength advantage there, but a steal by Ediger, and she'll get it right back for her team. She'll step back. Good closeout by Weber to get a hand in her face. Over to Kalk. She'll be closed out by Powell, and they'll reset here with Smith. Burst it over to the right wing for Pitzer. Put it on the deck and attack. Shot, nothing there. Kick back. Ediger, three, good. Well, this is what I mentioned in my open. She's already got 8 points, and the Broncos are down by 3. That's their largest deficit of the ball game. And an answer right back on a bucket by Kaylee Oaks. Quickly up the floor. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Butler. We'll take it along with her. It's a full 2:26 to play in the first quarter. Broncos down by 1. You're watching it on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at HERS, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call HERS at
913-247-3530.
2:26 to play here in the first quarter. Broncos down by 1. Panther basketball to come out of the timeout. Anna Phillips into the ball game for Paola. Entry pass to Kale. She'll try to attack. A little help from Freegon. Good defense by Lorelei Harris. Smith trying to dump it inside for Kale. Busher comes over to give some help, and it knocked out of bounds. Whoa. It went out of bounds off Paola, so it will go back to the Broncos. Spring Hill led briefly. Early going to this one, the Panthers really took the lead 4-2 and have not relinquished. It's been tied twice here in this first quarter. Freegon on the right wing. At the elbow for Busher, trying to go left. Had a matchup with Smith. Back to her, good dish. Good recovery, however, by the Panther defense. Now Weber trying to do the exact same thing, and she's going to be fouled. That's going to send Cindy Busher to the free throw line to shoot 2. Well, unfortunately for Busher, it looked almost obvious there. But if I was coaching against the Broncos, it would say Busher catches on the left side, Fowler, because she hasn't quite dialed in the free throw shots, but she's about automatic on the left side of the block. She knows how to do that shot as well as about anybody. And that was on the floor. Had it there on the right for a second. Inbound to Harris. Now here's Weber. Back to her. Lorelei has a hard time handling, and turnover by Spring Hill. Up the floor they go. Oaks checks in and replaces Harris. It'll be Panther basketball. Minute 32 to play first quarter. Stolen away by Kaylee Oaks. Boy, she's been on top of that all day today already. Up the floor, Oaks stopped. Good defense, though, in transition. Rebound, though, by Busher. She's going to be tackled. Minute 16 to play. Weber trying to get it inbound. Needs a little help. She'll get to Pregame. Right back down into her. Scoop up with the left hand. No good. Off the heel and picked up by the Panthers. A lot of these, well, for Paola, they have not played since last Tuesday, so their offensive woes might be a little bit understandable. And Spring Hill out of school for a couple days. No practices as well. They got the cobwebs worked out on Friday, though, against Piper, so hopefully should be in a little bit better position than Paola. Backside was Keel showing them momentarily off the, I think it went off the hip of Kale, but close. Coral Callan will check back into the ball game. She'll replace Freegon. They'll get it inbound. Over to the right corner for Calc. Trying to get some space. Callan trying to get that one knocked out of there. 32 seconds to play. Dump off inside, a little too much. Ooh, Oaks just touched it. And out of bounds. She doesn't. That goes out of bounds off of them, but trying to make something happen. 24.9 seconds to play. And a 5 count. A little close, but 5 count. And a turnover caused by the Bronco defense. Now Spring Hill can work for the final shot of this first quarter, try to get the lead back. They started out this game with the lead. They have not led since it was 2-1. Elbow for Oaks, good look, good movement without the ball by Sydney Busher. And the finish, she's got 4, the Broncos up by 1. They'll get a look at one, 2 seconds. Will Calc throw one up at the buzzer. And that's the end of the first quarter. After 1, Broncos lead by 1. We're back in 1 on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land, with immediate openings for production technician, starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill, or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com. The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
All right, here we go into the second quarter of action of this one. The Broncos and the Panthers. Panther basketball as we come out of the timeout. Pitzer working against Callan. Swinging around left side for Calc. Back outside Smith. Pitzer driving. Trying to dump off one off the foot of Ediger and picked up by the Broncos. Another forced turnover by the Bronco defense. Up in front. Chance for them to add to the lead. Powell. Good continuation. Little Euro stepping. They're going to call a travel on it. It's close. Looked cool. Maybe a little much. Did you catch your breath, Bo? Made Caden run over and get me a roster because somehow I ended up with the wrong year's roster. The only one I was missing was Ella Foster. I have her on here as a different number, so Ball tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it went out of bounds off the Panthers. Broncos will get another stop here. 7:14 to go first half.
I actually had some rosters behind me. I should have just grabbed one of those.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
Wasted paper.
Yeah. We'll return them. On the right side for Weber. Trying to dump off an Oaks. Good defense by Kauk. Skipping around last second. Good defense by Emerson Smith as she steps in front of that one. It's a nice idea. Busher was there, but just couldn't quite execute it. Going the other way now. Outside, poked in the eye or hit in the mouth. Callan trying to reach for it. Gets a hold of Emerson Smith. And Coral, good sportsmanship there. And Emerson's trying to make sure she doesn't have any blood. She does, so she'll have to check out and get that dealt with. Ball will stay with the Panthers with 6:47 to go in the first half. Backside was Keel. Good look there. Kale trying to get it to go. No good. Busher rips it out of the hands of Ediger. And up the floor they go for Weber. Long pass, intercepted easily by Pitzer. Broncos are back on defense, though, so I'll avoid any run out here. We'll see. Pitzer, top of the key, directing traffic. Give way for Kauk, just left of the circle. Back over to Pitzer. Ediger get stopped by Busher. Busher's height is going to be a problem for Ediger. Kale hook shot no good. Rebound by Powell. Neither team shooting it lights out right now. Left side for good look for Coral Cow. A little stutter step. Just can't get it to go. Rebound pulled out of there by Kale. Go the other way. Backside for Keel. Try to go baseline. Last second to Kale. Scoops it up and over the rim and in. First bucket we've had in a little while. Ava Kale gets it to go. First bucket of the second quarter, in fact. And a foul. City Busher going to go to the free throw line. That'll be on Kale, who just scored a moment ago. And at the line for a chance to tie this up, perhaps take the lead is Busher. That was the best free throw she shot all season long. That was right on the money. You can tell she's been working on it. You can tell that she's thinking about it. Maybe sometimes you think about it, and that doesn't help, but eventually it'll pay off, and I think you're seeing it already. And her percentage is slightly increased through a rough start. You know, you're freshman. That's a heck of a break. I told you early, and that was back-to-back. So very nice work by Busher. I've mentioned this before that I watched 8th grade basketball all season long. That's a pretty big change from 8th grade to this. On the right side, now top of the key for Foster. She'll give it up for Pitzer on the left wing, working against Molly Murray, who checked in a moment ago. 5:01 to go first half. Baseline for Kauk. Shot up and good for Maggie Kauk. Nice take. Her best one of the night as well. Tap off inside. Working it up on that right side is Busher. Can't get it to go. Going the other direction now. Panthers up by 1. 4:42 to play in the first half. Kauk left wing, working against Busher. Foster. Now Kauk. Basically, they're playing a 2-2 zone with a one-person spy. Busher has drawn Ediger to just chase her all over the floor. You can tell. You can see her there on the back, hands on hips. Foul's going to be called on the Broncos. Foul's called on Freegon, her first, team foul number 4. That's going to send Ava Kale to the free throw line to shoot. Excuse me, Mackenzie Keel to the free throw line to shoot 2, and she's 1 of 2 on the night. And now 2 out of 3. As far as tempo and doing what they want to do. I think this is, if you're Paola, you're feeling pretty good about where you're sitting right now. I mentioned this, I felt this would be pretty competitive game. So far, largest lead for either team is 3. That's been Paola twice. Bronco basketball as we move from right to left as we move to approach the halfway point of this second quarter. Busher, handoff, Weber. Ediger close out. Weber push one up, shot no good. Rebound pulled out of there by the Panthers. Calc going to lead the charge. Over to the right side, Foster. Back to Calc. Backside, Anna Phillips. Good ball movement by the Panthers, and Calc finishes it with the 3. She's got 5 second quarter points. The largest lead of the game is 6. Broncos need a bucket, or I bet you see a timeout here before too long. On the left side for Busher, trying to show downstairs is Harris. Broncos have a size advantage in the paint for sure, but so far, Paola's been able to keep pace. Tessa Dawson, Coral Cowan, and Kaylee Oakes all check into the ball game. Out goes Murray, out goes Harris, and out goes Freegon for the Broncos. 3:31 to go in the first half. Spring Hill down by 6. Spring Hill 10-4 on the season. Signature wins over Lansing, Shawnee Heights, 2 teams that are in the top 10 in Class 5A. Or I don't think they beat Heights actually, but played a close game to Heights rather. Cowan tangle up and a jump ball. This will be in favor of the Broncos with 3:09 to play. Rivalry week all the way around as the Broncos take on Paola tonight, and then at Lewisburg on Friday. We'll have both those games. Obviously, we have this one. We'll have that game for you as well. Foul was called on Anna Phillips, her first. It's team foul number 4 on Paola on the rebound. Phillips is right there as well. Knocked it out of the hands of Cowan, and a foul's going to be called on Spring Hill away from the ball. They poked that one out. It's going to be a turnover anyway. They call it on Tessa Dawson as she picks up her first personal foul, team foul number 5. At the elbow for Phillips, over to Foster. Here's Ediger. She's got 2 threes already here in this ball game. Foster shot, long 2, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Oakes. Outlet to Weber, and here she comes. Up the near side in front of the score table. All the way to the basket. It's pretty close for her to get. Usually we'll convert on those. Good defense by Calc. Up in front, she's going the other direction. Maggie with 1 speed. That's all the way. Rebound pulled out of there by Dawson, but a tie-up jump ball in favor of the Broncos. Out goes Phillips, out goes Foster. In comes Smith, and in comes Keel for Paola. For the Broncos, Powell checks in along with Addison Bond. Weber, close out by Calc, scoop up with the left hand by Weber, shot no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Keel. Ediger on the right wing. Back over to Ediger, right side. She'll attack at the elbow. Backside, that was wide open. Calc can't handle. Bond will get the rebound. She'll push it up in front. Not enough mustard on that one. Intercepted by Keel. Going the other direction. What are we doing? Powell's going to have to clear it out. Somebody's just kind of settle down and run a half-court offense. It has yet to happen. Another turnover. This time it's the Broncos. Both teams kind of equal opportunity offenders at this point. That's going to be a foul on Brooke Powell. I'm not sure if it's the defenses for these 2 teams or what, but this has a feel of a early season game. I don't think either team's necessarily executing to their tip-top shape right now. But it's close, and at this point, that's what you're looking for. Inbound deep for Smith. Ediger, good shake and bake on Oakes. Can't clear her completely, though. Back outside. She'll have it now again on the right wing. Still working against Kaylee. Thought about it. Long pass. Emerson Smith fires it away. A little flat shot, no good. And a foul going to be called on Brooke Powell. That's going to be her second back-to-back times. It's team foul number 7, so that's going to send Edgar to the free throw line. No, that's going to send Kalk to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. She's picked up the slack from Edgar here in the second quarter. She's got 5 points, Edgar nothing. Kalk, the front side of the 1-1, good. Made them both. 7 second quarter points, and the largest lead of the ball game for Paola is 8 here. This is a 9-0 run that Paola is in the midst of right now. Broncos need a bucket. Oaks, left hand, there it is. Haley Oaks going left, pretty good as well. She's got 4, and that stops a 9-0 run. Inside 40 seconds to play, Edgar. Kick, Kalk, 3, good. Maggie Kalk with a pair of 3s. There's going to be a gut check at halftime for this Spring Hill basketball team. They have kind of let Paola set the tone and tempo, and they've started making their shots. Spring Hill's had a few missed opportunities. It's been close throughout, but right now it's a 9-point game. That 9-0 run was a big difference in this one. 10 seconds to play. Weber. Jenna with just 4 points in the game. She'll have it top of the key now, attack, step through. She's going to be fouled. That'll stop the clock with just under 3 to play. Just the 5th team foul on Paola. The foul will be called, I believe, on Kalk. Her first, team foul number 5. Plenty of time to run a play here to get it inbound and try to get a shot at one. Oh, wide open Powell. Cognizant of the time, she'll slide one up, shot no good, and that's the end of the first half. Well, Spring Hill, a little work to do. Here as they talk about it at halftime, down by 9, that's their largest deficit of the game. We will talk about it as well when we return here as we kick off the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. As the Broncos trail at 23-14 at the break. Michael's goal is to help protect what matters most and plan for the unexpected. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. The Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show starts right now.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Welcome back out here to the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. B.J. Harris, Kate Carbajo. Right now at halftime, the Bronco girls down by this score, 14-23. As you look at it here on your screen, the Broncos in this one as we take a look at it on our Eye on the Game, brought to you by Whitesell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Whitesell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020. Be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. Well, the Broncos would have the lead early, 2-0. They would lead at the beginning of the first, and they would lead at the end of the first, but they wouldn't lead much of the first, as Paola would grab the lead 4-2, and they would hold on to it. It would be tied twice, 4-4 and 6-6, but eventually Paola would grab a 3-point lead, and Spring Hill would battle back, and a lead by 1, 10-9 at the end of one. Paola would grab the lead to start the second quarter. It'd go back and forth a couple of times, and then with that would start. Spring Hill would lead 12-11. So their last lead was 12-11, and Paola would go on I think at the time I said a 9-0 run. It was an 8-0 run as they would jump out 20-12. Spring Hill would get it and stop that run, make it 20-14, and then a 3-point bucket there at the end help put them in the point where they're at right now. 23-14 is your halftime score. Scoring totals first up for Paola. Maggie Kalk, 10 points in the second quarter as she went 2 for 2 from the free throw line, knocked down a pair of threes as well. Kate Edgar has 8 here at the break, so 18 of their points coming from those two girls. 3 points from Mackenzie Keel and 2 points from Ava Kale for the Panthers. For the Broncos, 6 points from Sydney Busher, 4 points from Jenna Weber, and 4 points from Kaylee Oakes, and that is it. So they're going to have a little bit better output if they're going to get into this ball game from some of those other contributors. So far, the game plan for the Panthers has been executed. The Broncos maybe not quite as crisply. It's anybody's game still at this point, though, as Spring Hill does trail here at the break, 23-14. We've got a boys game coming up in just a little bit. We'll preview that one and get you ready for second action as we continue on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Back on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris and Caden Carbajo here from Spring Hill High School. Do have a boys game come up in just a little bit as the 2-12 Broncos host the Paola Panthers. I still think this is going to be a pretty competitive ball game. I think Spring Hill can put together the right game plan here for this team. But the Panthers, right now, they've been kind of up and down here of late. A lot of their wins came early in the season when they had, Wellsville, Perry LeCompton, Fort Scott, Bonner's down just a hair, but picked up a close win over them. But they've been in some tight ball games all season long, has this Paola team, so certainly you know that they can do that. Common opponents, DeSoto last time out, 51-64 loss, them about a week and a half ago. Paola has won 5 out of the last 7. 5 out of the last 8, I guess, if you want to look at it that way, too. So kind of all over the place a little bit, but as Trey Mowala goes is the way they go, but also some players that have really stepped up, including for them. A big contributor is Caden Markham, the 6'5 senior, and between those two, they've got some length and some size that could really be a challenge to deal with. And so we'll see what we've got coming up here in just a little bit for the boys' game. Got to be sure we don't kick this thing, boys. Well, there we go. Second half action getting ready to go. It'll be Paola basketball as we come out of the timeout. Dump off inside. They get it to where they want it. Keel makes some space. Coming over the top was Kale. Knocked it out of bounds. They're going to say it's Bronco basketball. So an early stop here to start this second half. Just what you need. And then they go and get it corrected. I wondered where that was going, if that was going to happen. Get it inbound for Couch. She got away with a little bit of a walk. Trying to wrap around down inside Keel. There's Harris with a nice defensive stop there. Rebound pulled out of there by Oaks. Here come the Broncos up the near side. Weber lead the charge. Dump off inside Harris. Go on up. She'll push it up with a left-hand shot. No good. Knocked around. Loose ball picked up. Kicked out of bounds. Possibly. No. Saved by Oaks. Now she'll go that direction. Kick it back outside. Weber steps up from a three. Kind of had a trajectory going backwards when she went into that one and not able to get it to go. Going the other direction. On the right side, Kalk. 3 on the way from Ediger. Her third of the ball game. And so they will kind of pick off right where they left off. Will Paola, as Ediger drops in her third 3 of the ball game. She's got 11 for the contest. First bucket of the second half for either team. Oaks trying to answer back for a deep 2, no good. On the right side, Ediger, no, moving over to Kalk. Back and forth they go. And a 3-second violation going to be called against the Panthers. Pregame checks into the ball game. Sydney Busher will come in for the Broncos as well. Out goes Harris and out goes Powell. Pretty standard rotation here for Spring Hill. Oaks with the left side. Here's Weber. Jenna only with 4 points in the first half. One of her quietest first halves of the season. Need to get her going in this second half to have a chance in this one. Backside Kauk. That explains a good portion of the offense here for Spring Hill. Edgar trying to attack on Oaks, trying to clear some space with that elbow, and kind of gets away with that maybe. Got to set up and take a charge on her. She's going to come with a full head of steam, and no breaks usually, and it's coming downhill at you. Good opportunity to get some charges earned. And Edgar will step to the free throw line. Oaks picking up her first personal foul. That's a good stat for Spring Hill, as Edgar will miss the first. And the second. But a rebound pulled out of there by Kale. They'll get another crack at it. Left side for Pitzer. Move it through Kauk. They'll go right back to her on the left wing. Worked out by good screen from Kale, and Pitzer knew how to use it. Another offensive rebound. This time will result in an and one. And Maddie Pitzer going to go to the free throw line to shoot the and one. Hill has doubled up Spring Hill. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Fregon. If he didn't call it, I was going to. It's a full 5:31 to play in this third quarter. Still plenty of time to get back into it. You better make your move now if you're the Broncos. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Broncos down by 14. It's their largest deficit of the ball game. One of the largest deficits we've seen them have in quite a while, honestly. That lightning start from DeSoto even the other night, where they knocked down 9 threes in the first half. Broncos were able to kind of keep pace enough to not really feel like it is right now. And now with Pitzer at the free throw line, a chance to grow it to 15. Not able to do so. Broncos have not had much luck on the defensive boards, which is actually one of their best fortes. So not when things are going, it rains it pours, that saying. Right side, Busher with the left hand up and on. And good. That was good headsy play there by Kaylee Oaks. Busher has 8, and the Broncos stop another run. Edgar, ball popped out of bounds by Oaks. It's been a big, good battle all night long between either Oaks and Edgar or Busher and Edgar. Busher drawing Kale right now. 5:09 to go, third quarter. Like I said, plenty of time for the Broncos. Just got to start to make your move a little bit. Good play by Coral Cowan. She poked it out of there. It'll be Cowan and Pitzer, and now she'll pull it back out. Smart play. Weber, another wide open look at a 3. No good. And loose ball to be determined. Pitzer will come out of there with it. Knocked out of there off the knee of Busher. And it will stay with the Panthers here with 4:54 to play in the third quarter. Emerson Smith going to check in and replace Ava Kale. Broncos going to put a little pressure on Paola here in the backcourt. There's a trap right there. They'll get over to Smith. Calc will break to the middle and right where they need to go to get past that press. Well executed press break there. 4:44 with Calc working against Fregon. Good defense by Elena. Edgar backing her way in there. She'll put one up and get the roll. Boy, that was off balance and ill-advised probably, but Boy, went through. 30-16. And a three by Alina Freegon. They call it a two, I believe. They do. Standing on the end line, but they're on the just beyond the, what am I trying to say? Inside the three-point line. But a bucket's a bucket at this point. Need another stop. Kauk. No one helps there. Weber nearly swats that one away. Kauk will get it back. She'll have some baseline. Weber another partial block. Then Paul poked out of there by Kauk. She's going to get called for the foul. It's close. She gets picked up for her second. Team foul number 1 in the second half. I've said it before on broadcast, you cut the lead in half. Try to get it to half here before you go to the fourth quarter. That would be around 26. Need about 8 points here. Freegon trying to pull the trigger on another triple. Even if you could get to round down by 8 heading into the fourth quarter, you'll feel better. Then right now down by 12. Free throw line for Ediger. Don't give her too much space. Kick, Kauk, 3. She's already got 2 of those. And a rebound by Busher. Good board by Sydney. Outlet Weber. Long pass up in front to Count. Ooh, Oakes was there, just missed her. Ediger was there as well. Another open look at a 3 for Freegon. Left it short. Cowan tries to save it, throws it off the back of the backboard. It'll go back to Paola here with 3:19 to go in the third. Dawson checks in and replaces Cowan. Powell checks in and replaces Freegon. Kale will come in for Paola and replace Keel. And Foster will come in and replace Maggie Kauk for the Panthers with 3:19 to go here in the third. Two Broncos on the floor in the backcourt, giving a miscount here on the defensive side. Able to recover, however. Pitzer, top of the key. Tries to check the defensive perimeter. There's a steal by Oakes. Boy, she's got a few of those tonight. Maybe their third or fourth of the game. She'll go. Nearly lost it. Poked out and a turnover. Emerson Smith right there to do a little thievery. Smith puts it on the deck and threw it out of bounds. Intended for Foster. Bond going to check in and replace Oakes. Anna Phillips comes in and takes a place for Emerson Smith. Kauk will come in and give Ediger a brief break here with 2:41 to go in the third. Weber to Bond. Left side. Back around to Weber. Jenna still with just 4 points in the game. She gets stopped at the free throw line. Back over to her. Driving on Kauk. Scoop with the left hand. It was nifty and it went through. That's been there. It's just been able to get defended and closed. And this time was open enough for her to get one up. Broncos have trailed by as many as 14. A couple of times here in this third quarter, got it to within 10. Kick, Pitzer, 3. Good, boy, that is a big-time shot there by Pitzer. Just when things were starting to look pretty good. That is the 5th 3 of the game for Paola. And the lead's back up by 13. Minute 45 to go in the third. Powell. Bond, good look. They lost Busher. Tons of contact. Bucket and the foul. The contact was there maybe even on the floor before she took that, but they kind of waited, and then she took the shot. So it's a shooting foul, so she'll go to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Busher now in double figures with 10. Kinsey Keel going to check in for the Panthers. .91 seconds to play third quarter. Trying to get him back to within 10. Busher. Oof. Just missed it. Bodies hit the floor. No harm, no foul, I guess. Going the other way. Busher 2 of 3 on the night from the stripe. Driving. Pitzer, good defense by Bond. Very physical, and they're letting him do it. Busher reaches in there, steals it, and it's going to go off of her and out of bounds. Keel will check in finally. Molly Murray comes in the game as well. She'll replace Powell. And Ediger will come in after a brief stint. No. Yes. She'll replace Pitzer. Inbound deep to Foster. Whoa. Sure what that was. Hopefully nobody got sick from watching it. Kick outside Foster. 3 on the way. No good. Use that backboard. Rebound, though, pulled out of there. I mean, just another. Broncos have been getting out rebounded. I don't have the stat in front of me, but it feels like it anyway. Paola set the tempo here. Low-scoring affair tonight. There's Busher with a steal. Busher with the run out. And blocked hard by Kauk. That's going to send Sydney Busher to the free throw line to shoot 2. And so it will be her third. Team foul number 3. The second half. Busher again 2 out of 3 on the night from the charity stripe. Just missed an and 1 moment ago. She's in double figures with 10. Off the back iron. Out goes Bond, in comes Oaks. Out goes Kauk. In comes Kale. Coral Cowan will check and replace Tessa Dawson for Spring here with 35 seconds and change here in this third quarter. This makes the second one. 33-23. This was a 9-point game at halftime. So technically Paola's grown that lead. They grew it all the way up to 14. And right now it sits at 9. Weber going to get the turnover for Spring Hill. She'll go the other way. 12 seconds. Try to get a little momentum. I mentioned 8 points. Boy, 3 would go big here. Weber push it up. She is fouled, and Hannah Weber will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Was there ever any doubt she was going to keep that ball in her hand to force the issue and at least go to the free throw line where she's been pretty good? Foul is called on number 23, Anna Phillips, her second. And it's team foul number 4 on Paola with Weber at the stripe. Jen on the night, 2 for 2. She's got 6 points in the ball game. First one's up and good. Freegon will check in, replace Callan. .8's plenty of time for Paola to do something with it on a missed shot or even on a make. It's going to be a make. Let's put a little pressure, I think, on Paola here in the final seconds, and a turnover. That's going to give the Broncos a chance here with 1.9. So they've got it to within 8. Now a bucket here can make it a 2-possession game. After trailing by 14 midway point of this third quarter. Inbound to Busher. She'll pull the trigger on a long one. Bank is open. Shot just missed it. That would have been pretty cool. And it ends up being the end of the third quarter. Broncos within striking distance. Can they do it? We'll find out when we return in 1 minute on Spring Hill Sports Live. Presented by Strode Orthodontics.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Here we go, fourth quarter action from Spring Hill High School. Frontier League battle between the Broncos and the Paola Panthers. At the elbow to be Busher. She'll get around Kale. Slide past her up and good. Nice take by Sydney Busher. She's coming alive here in this second half. She's got 13 points for the ball game. Pitcher blocked last second. Ooh, close one. I think they're going to get Busher for that one. Maybe Freegon. We'll see. They do get Busher. That's her third. Team foul number 3 on Spring Hill, and at the free throw line is Pitzer. She's 0 for 1 on the night, now 0 for 2 as she misses that one. The Panthers were 0 for 3 in that third quarter. That was really one of the parts I think allowed Spring Hill maybe to try to get back into this one a little bit. Pitzer will get back right here from the stripe. She's got 5 points in the contest. 6 points, rather. They'll add to their lead. Back up by 9. That's what we were at the end of the first half. Oops, excuse me. Looking at my running total, not the actual scoreboard. Busher from the right side this time. Boy, you're seeing the dominance that City Busher can be. She gets a little bit of momentum going in her direction. Broncos back to within 5, rather. On the left side. Now top of the key for Cal. 7:04 to play in the ball game. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Butler. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. We're back at 30. You're watching Bronco basketball.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Inbound out of this timeout. 1 minute into this fourth quarter. I've watched those two have a foot race between Elena Freegon and Maddie Pitzer. There's a steal by Weber. Working against Kalk. Able to break off of her and go get that ball. Nearly stolen back away by Pitzer, but Freegon will track it down. Murray with it. Thought about a 3. She'll give way to Freegon, left side. Oaks moving it back around over to Murray on the right side. Trying to get, tell you what, Ava Kale's had about all she wants of City Busher. Down inside. Oaks gets past Pitzer up and good. The poster finally starting to take over this ball game. It was one of the keys to the game that I mentioned. And it's starting to become too much. I mentioned also the short bench for Paola, and you'll run out of gas. Even as athletic as this group is, Edgar gets it punched out of there, nearly saved by Oaks. But it will go out of bounds off of the Broncos and stay with Paola here with 6:06 to go in the ball game. Broncos down by 3 after trailing by as many as 14 midway point of the third quarter. Keel for 3. Good. Boy, that was a big-time shot from Mackenzie Keel. Not what you expect from her necessarily, but, boy, it was a big one. 37-31. On the right side, Busher thought about it as well. Freegon's backside momentarily. Oaks steps into a 3. Lefty up and no good. Busher's there. Rebound up. Good. Just can't get it to roll in. 15 points for Busher. And 3 out of 5 on the night from the stripe. Boy, she is super confident from the free throw line today. 4 out of 6 now on the night as Murray will check out, and Coral Callan will come in for the Broncos. That one rimmed out, rebound pulled out of there by Ediger. There's your trap right there. There's Pregame stepping in front of that one, just can't handle, out of bounds. It'll go off of her. See Coach Butler pointing, getting it back to the middle of the floor on that break. Throw it in deep for Pitzer. She'll handle. Pregame picks her up. Another near poke out. Ball's loose. It's going to be a jump ball. This will be in favor of Paola on the alternating possession. Elena Fregon's been in the mix here. Last couple of opportunities on the floor, getting those loose balls. Make Dad proud. Foster will check into the ball game and replace Pitzer. Panther basketball. Broncos down by 5. Ediger. She's been held fairly quiet, actually, offensively since an early start. And there's out of the hands. No, tipped, they're going to say off of the Broncos. Ediger had 8 first-quarter points. She's had 5 since then. Those are in the third quarter. Nothing here in this fourth quarter, so 13 for the ball game. The keys to the game I had are starting to come to fruition. They just weren't for a while. We'll see if they can hold true here in the final 5 minutes of this one. Foster gets it poked out, gets a chance at it again. Here's Kalk working against Callan. Outside they go. On the deck goes Keel. Paola doesn't need to be in a hurry, really. This possession goes longer, but Kalk will pull the trigger on a triple, no good. Rebound to be determined. Loose ball kicked out of there by Busher. Hit her foot. Unlucky bounce of the ball there. .448 to go here in the ball game. Long pass. Oaks and Ediger tangled up in a battle. A long way from ball. From the elbow for Kale. No good. Broncos need to get one of these loose balls. That's a foul. Instead, they're going to say and try to save it. It should have been just called a foul. Instead, they'll call it out of bounds off of Paola, even though I'm not sure if that's accurate either. Tough break there for Paola, but good one for the Broncos. We'll take it. 4:39 to play in this ball game. At the elbow, or just beyond it for Oaks on the right side. Here's Powell. A little give and go, and just a little too much out in front for Jenna Weber. If you're going to make your move, you better do it now. Down by 5 here. 4:21 to play. Still plenty of time, obviously. Broncos have tightened up the defense a little bit. Foul going to be called on Coral Callan. Be team foul number 4. Her second. Paola will inbound with Kale over the far side. Kalk will split the defense, get it across the pressure. Across the timeline and past the pressure. Ediger, skip past top of the key for Foster. Go around her, open look at a deep 3 for Ediger. Good, my goodness. That's her 4th of the ball game. And the Broncos are back down by 8. They need a shot of their own. Callan. 3:38 to play. Oaks fighting. She'll throw up a prayer. No good. Weber, though, with the rebound. Her prayer's not answered either. And a rebound by Paola. A lot of off-balance shots. Some of that's the aggressiveness of this Paola defense, and they've kind of let them be that way. It's been equal opportunity, and so you got to adjust. It's lent itself, perhaps this time around, better to the Panthers. When they've needed the shot to keep it where it's at, they've had it. That's been the difference in this one. This was a good example a moment ago when Mackenzie Keel made the 3 she did when the Broncos had a head of steam. This time, not so much. And you better get a sense of urgency about you if you're the Broncos. Weber seems to have that. Blocked by Kale. That's a pretty nice play there by the junior. Screen comes. Cowan gets past that. Foster on the right side. Showing his Kale. Stolen away. Loose ball. And stolen away by the Broncos. Throw it up for Weber. Just a hair off. That has just been the theme tonight. Just a bit off. A couple of passes go this way. A couple of shots go this way. And it's a completely different game, I think. But right now they're up against it. Down by 8, 2:28. We'll see who they've got. It's a full timeout. We'll take it. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205. Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Still got time here if you're the Broncos, but things are going to have to go a little bit better than they have here with the first 3 2/3 quarters. Doesn't make any sense. Calc on the right side. Now, if you're Paola, you just settle into a little bit of a half-court offense and try to run some clock. Broncos apply some pressure, get real tight on the ball, and a foul going to be called on Coral Cowan. Broncos have a couple of fouls to give here, and Cowan with 3. It's the 5th team foul on the Broncos. We have a boys game coming up in just a little bit. We'll have our Shoemaker Collision post-game show. Wrap up this girls' action and turn our attention to the boys. Weber will check out for Dawson. Dawson comes in. She'll sit down with 2:10. Good defense here by Cowan working on Pitzer. That's close to a 5 count. She got lucky to get it knocked out of there. Coach Butler wants a timeout. It's a 30. Tell you what the rest of our schedule looks like here for at least the next week or so. Back in action on Friday. Again, as we head over to Lewisburg to take on the Wildcats. We'll have that game for you. Pre-game coverage scheduled for 5:45. Tip-off at 6 o'clock for a doubleheader in Lewisburg. Next Tuesday, a week from tonight, we'll be up at Tonganoxie, another Frontier League matchup. As we'll have that one for you. That'll wrap up our action next week. The Broncos do have games on Thursday and Friday at Eudora. Because they split those up and trying to keep enough games in the chamber for the rest of the year and going into the spring, we not going to be able to have those for you at Eudora, although I'd like to. Those are 2 pretty good teams with Eudora, but we will not have those for you. Back in action after that on Tuesday the 22nd, so a little bit of a layoff, about a week after next week, but we do have 3 games here tonight, on Friday, and next Tuesday on the docket for the Broncos. Paola basketball coming out of the timeout by Paola. Top of the key, Edgar. Why not? Another 3. Would have been her 5th of the game. Rebound. Dawson and Cowan fighting over the basketball. I don't either realized who had it. They're kind of back to back, and a foul going to be called on Tessa Dawson. That'll be her 2nd foul, I believe. Team foul number 6. Weber comes back in. Oakes comes back in. Out goes Harris, and out goes Dawson. Get it inbound, trying to get it inbound. Calc. And Edgar's able to break free. And Busher will step up and foul her. her fourth. I don't know if that's what you want her foul in there necessarily, but trying to stop as much clock perhaps as possible, and Ediger will go to the free throw line. Ediger kind of up and down as a free throw shooter tonight, 0 for 2 from the charity stripe, but 4 threes has been enough, 16 points. And she will knock down the first on the front side of a 1-1. She's had 5 30-point games this year, 30-plus point games this year, so she has the ability to shoot for sure. Makes both free throws. Leads back to double digits. Minute 41 to play. Got to score early and often in possessions here now if you're the Broncos. Kimmy chasing them down, loose ball. And it's going to be backcourt. It was tipped out and knocked to the backcourt, I thought, by Paola, but Pregame going to check in. Well, offense, defense per hips here. Busher will check out. I guess they're starting to feel a little bit. You can see a little pep in their step here as 92 seconds left to go in this game. And Oak's going to foul Ediger. He just knocked down 2 free throws a moment ago. It's like Bronco wrestling team here watching. That's good. See them in the background, whole host of them. And Ediger with the front side of another 1-1 knocks it down. 3 in a row now from the charity stripe, 43-32. Broncos trailed by as many as 14 midway through the early going and the midway point of that third quarter, but got it to within 5. Never got it closer. Second shot's no good. And a jump ball that's going to be in favor of the Broncos as Busher and Pitzer get tangled up in some shenanigans. Spring Hill seemed to be a little snake bit early on in this ball game. When the things kind of didn't go exactly right there, it seemed like they didn't necessarily panic. It's just sometimes that ball goes rolling down the hill the wrong way. And Oaks, what a good move. She'll force the issue. When they've been able to get it down into the paint, Spring Hill's been pretty efficient down there, either getting to the free throw line or getting a bucket. It's just I think Paola's made a real concerted effort not to let them do that, and well, that's been the difference in this one. Oaks will go to the free throw line, her first trip to the night. For the night, she's got 6 points in the game. And the first one's no good. 60% free throw shooter, 61% on the season. Here's a second. That was no good either. But pulled out of their rebound, but a jump ball. No, maybe a foul. They cut the legs out from underneath Sydney Busher again. It's Maggie Couch. She'll pick herself up. They're going to get her for the foul, I believe. Or a jump ball. No. They are going to get Couch for the foul. That'll be her 4th. Team foul number 7, so that's going to send Busher to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. Sydney's been in a dogfight tonight. She has met the call. Oftentimes it's that physicality, the physicalness of playing a varsity. Now she's almost 2/3 of the way through the season. That's pretty well a moot point at this point. But it has not been the physicality that's been the problem for her tonight. She has been tangled up with this very physical Paola team, and then a forced turnover, there by knocked it out of bounds by Spring Hill. They say it'll stay with the Panthers. And Coral Cowan will pick up her 4th foul. It's going to send Pitzer to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. That's the 9th team foul on Spring Hill. Here's the first one. No good. But rebound by Kale. She'll put it up and in. And that's about the way it's gone. Under a minute to play. It's this Frontier League play double round robin, so you get to see everybody twice, and that is a challenge. Here's Weber, pull the trigger on a triple, and she'll rattle that one in. Coach Fregon calls a timeout. Needed that one to go, and it does. And now what do you do? Down by 10, 50 seconds. I've not seen this one. I've seen 60, but I've not seen 50 seconds. It's a full timeout. We'll take it. We're back in 1 minute on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's been right there for the taking all night long tonight for the Broncos. They've been able to just haven't been able to kind of get over that hump. Just been right there. It's felt like it's right there. A couple of things go their way at different times tonight. They are not in the situation they're in right now, down by 10 with 50 seconds to go. But this is a good Paola team. Don't get me wrong. I mean, 8-6, about to go to 9-6 if they can hold on here. And this right here will go a long way for it. Up to Ediger, and she's going to be fouled by Weber. Then will pick up her first. Team foul number 10, so that'll send Kate Ediger to the free throw line to shoot 2 this time. Is now in their double bonus. 3 out of 6 in the night from the stripe. It was off the back iron, no good. 19 points for Ediger. Out goes Molly Murray. Fregon comes in for her. Missed the first, made the second. She's at 20 points. 46 seconds to go. And a foul going to be called. They're going to get it on Pitzer. Her first, team foul number 8. So Weber will shoot 1 and 1. Smith comes into the game for Paola rather, and replaces Pitzer. She'll get a break here for the final 41. Here's the first one. Up and good. Pretty good back crowd working its way in here for the nightcap. She made them both, did Weber. Surprise, surprise there. 36 seconds, though. They will foul Pitzer. Or excuse me, Kalk will foul. It's her third. They're in the double bonus, so Kalk will be shooting 2 here with 32 seconds to play. And the first one's good. Kalk, really nice night for her. She had 10 points at halftime. A big second quarter for her that really kind of staved off any push by the Broncos. They grabbed the lead briefly in that second quarter, and then Kalk kind of went to work. She made the first, missed the second one. That's just her first point since that point, though. Weber, another step back 3 on the way. This was short. Rebound by Phillips. She'll be trapped in the backside. She'll need a little help. Timeout taken by Coach Butler as Powell got in there last minute to grab that ball, but Coach Butler takes a timeout to save the possession. And I think it's a full. We'll go ahead and take it. Wrapping up this one when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
There's the push, and it is a touchdown, Lewisburg.
I'm so sick of this.
I saw a Go Brawley truck in front of Bob's.
Go Brawley. No buffering allowed. Visit GoBrawley.com today.
Yes! Yes!
You two really need to get Go Brawley.
47-37, Broncos. Well, kind of over here, but the final part of it. Edgar, long pass up to Kale. Kale put it up last second. She'll roll it up and in. And Kale's made a couple of buckets here in this fourth quarter. And that's probably going to do it here in this one. This is one the Broncos, I think, are going to want back. Just didn't quite go to plan here this evening. And a good Paola team, no doubt about that. And they're excited about getting the win. Broncos will have to figure some things out as we head over to Lewisburg. That will not be a foregone conclusion either. Even though Spring Hill does have a win over them this season, going to their place on Friday, we'll see if they can make the adjustments. I'm sure they will. And we'll have it for you coming up on Friday as the Broncos head over there to take on Lewisburg. We'll come back and wrap this one up. We'll have your final numbers and start to talk about it as we kick off the Shoemaker Collision post-game show. Shoemaker Collision Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision and repair center. They work with all insurance companies, can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. We'll talk about this one next on the Shoemaker Collision post-game show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Before we wrap things up here on the post-game show, they're kicking off senior night festivities with senior wrestlers, and so we'll bring that to you here for a little bit before we recap this girls' action. Second half of that went faster than I expected. Stepped away for a second. Senior night for your wrestling teams. That's awesome. And congratulations to those kiddos. That is a tough sport, right, Caden? You know all about that, don't you?
It is. It's always nice when the seniors can get recognized in their final year. So.
Yeah, especially for one, it's so tough. We're in the midst of the Shoemaker Collision post-game show as we wrap up this girls' action as the Bronco ladies fall here tonight at home to Paola 49-37. I mentioned a few times during the broadcast, probably sound like a little bit of a broken record, but just never felt like they got their feet underneath them, did the Broncos tonight. They just seemed like they had one step forward, two steps back at times. When things looked like they were going to go their way, Paola would hit a shot, they would stop that momentum. So a lot of it, obviously I'm a little bit of a homer here, but a lot of that's Paola's play, and they were able to do the things they needed to do to limit the chances for Spring Hill in this one. Certainly on the offensive glass, probably one of the better performances we've seen against Spring Hill for the Panthers, and that limited their opportunities. And so we will see how they bounce back as they head to Lewisburg on Friday. Final scoring totals in this one. Sydney Busher with 16 points for the Broncos to lead them in scoring, 13 points from Jenna Weber, and then the rest of the team combined for 8, 6 points from Kaylee Oakes, 2 points for Elena Freegon. That's it. So certainly going to need more output offensively. That's been up and down at times, but tonight just wasn't there. For the Panthers, 20 points from Kate Ediger, 11 points from Maggie Kauk, 6 points from Mackenzie Keel, 6 points from Ava Kale, and 6 points from Maddie Pitzer. So the starting five for them got a little bit more than in fact, it was 31-29 for the top two scorers. That the bench was the difference in this one as the Broncos fall here 49-37 to fall 2. 10-5 on the year, still just a phenomenal year for Coach Freegon and the Broncos. Panthers will move to 9-6 on the year. First loss in Frontier League play for Spring Hill, and it will move the record for the Panthers to 2-4 on the season from the Frontier League. We'll take another quick break here on the post-game show. We'll come back, wrap things up, get started on the boys' action when we return. You're on your home for Bronco Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land with immediate openings for production technician starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com. Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just one block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Once again, wrapping up the Shoemaker Collision post-game show. Thanks to their support for our game wrap-ups as the Bronco ladies do fall 49-37. Now we turn our attention to the boys. We kick off the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Comfort Designs, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. They are Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. If you're doing business, need HVAC work in Spring Hill, keep it local. Support the businesses that support this broadcast, and Comfort Designs, one of the early adopters of Spring Hill Sports Live. We appreciate Casey and the folks there. She bought in right off the bat and has been a huge support of ours throughout from the very beginning. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. Learn more at 913-592-4453. Broncos coming in at 2-12. The Panthers are 10-4. Spring Hill coming off a 40-57 loss against Piper on Friday, a game where they trailed 10-8 at the end of one. They trailed 26-18 at halftime, so they were kind of right there in it. In fact, they got really into it as they outscored Piper 20-13 in the third, but were outscored 18-2 in the fourth quarter. And all the momentum they built in the third just kind of went away in the fourth and kind of fizzled out down the stretch. Broncos 6 of 21 from three-point range, just crazy. Piper not much better, 5 of 12, or 5 of 20 rather, from the three-point line. So we will see if they can shoot the ball just a hair better tonight. If the Broncos do, they'll have a chance here against this Paola team. These two teams met back on January the 4th, kicked off the 2022 portion of this season. That was a game where the Broncos had an early deficit. They trailed 32-19 at halftime, but outscored Paola 23-18 in the second half. Just couldn't quite have enough in the tank as they fell 50-42. Broncos just couldn't quite get it going down the stretch. Just kind of ran out of gas. They'd built up such a hole early, spent a portion of that. That's one thing they've done a little bit better of here of late, is not having those big, just kind of letdowns where, you know, we've seen times this year, I don't know, one time I think it was maybe a 18-0 run or whatever to start the game, and so can't have those. Last time out, Daniel Mitchell really had a nice ball game. He was 6 of 10 from the field, including 5 of 8 from three-point range. He had 17 points, so certainly that'll be a part of their focus. Luke Metcalf only had 5, though. He's been their leading scorer basically since that point, so we'll see how that changes the dynamic tonight as the Broncos get ready to go against this Panther team. Again, as I mentioned, it's 10-4 on the year. They are led by Trey Moala, along with Markham for the Panthers. First time these two teams met, they did not have a Caden Ramey. Ramey is back healthy and seems to be out there as well. So down inside, they'll have Ramey along with Dalton Pysick, 6'3" and 6'2" respectively. And so they've got a little bit of size in the paint, and even on the edge with Markham at 6'5" and Moala, who plays the perimeter at 6'5", 6'6". It is a tough team, and this Paola team, I just think if they had Bo Robinson also from a year ago, they would be unstoppable. They'd be very difficult. They're already pretty tough. And or if they had Markham on the team last year with Bo Robinson, they'd have been very tough. And so that's what we're looking at here. This Paola team is going to be a tough out for the Broncos. I still feel if they play their best basketball, will have a chance to be in this game all the way down to the final stretch. That's the scene for things here. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back, start to get your keys to the game, starting lineups, opening tip-off about 7 minutes away here as we have the Broncos and the Panthers tonight on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle hauling and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-5573.
Back in there on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained, and fully licensed orthodontic specialist with decades of combined experience in the orthodontic field with locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Time to look at our area matchups brought to you by Apex Massage Therapy. Massage isn't just a luxury, it's a way to a happier, healthier life. Kylie at Apex Massage Therapy knows your aches and pains may be the same as others, but your treatment plan doesn't have to be. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-575-1079. Apex Massage Therapy, 913-575-1079. Talked about these matchups. Full slate of games across our network tonight as Lewisburg hosting Fort Scottsboro on Lewisburg Sports Live. Obviously, we've got a couple of our teams here in this one. Baldwin taking on Metro Academy on a boys-only game. That is not actually on our network tonight. A boys-only game. And then Tonganoxie is home with Jeff West. We're back in action on Friday as we travel to Lewisburg for a doubleheader. We'll have that game for you, 5:45 pregame, 6 o'clock tip. And then we will be in action a week from tonight at Tonganoxie, so back-to-back road games after tonight. And then actually they're all on the road at Eudora to wrap up next week. We will not have those games for you. Again, next Thursday and Friday, Spring Hill is at Eudora. We will not have those games for you on Spring Hill Sports Live. Those are your area matchups brought to you by Apex Massage Therapy. Keys to the game brought to you by Spring Hill Chiropractic and Acupuncture. The key to a better quality of life is making Spring Hill Chiropractic part of your health and wellness plan. Dr. Daniel Harding strives to make it as easy as possible and affordable as possible to get the care you need for the whole family. Learn more at springhillchiropractor.com or call 913-592-3541. For the Broncos, I think you pick your poison. You got to pick either Markham or Moala to close out. If you can get both of them quiet, then you might have a shot. Now down inside the paint, it's going to be Ramey and Pysick. What are those guys going to do? Big body fellows that can really bang inside. So it is going to be a tall order for the Broncos, but I think you start with Moala, then see if you can close out somebody else. Daniel Mitchell has been the guy who has drawn that duty, and he did a pretty good job on Trey the first time these two met. Again, an 8-point loss for Spring Hill, but when they met, then Moala finished the game with just 12 points, 10 points for Markham. So those two combined for 22 of their 50. And so that's kind of where you are. For the Broncos, I'd like to see them. That's defensively, obviously, what do you the matchup for? Got to make some shots. Things have got to go down. You're seeing I'm watching Luke Metcalf warm up a little bit. They're not right now falling from three-point range, but that three-point shot is going to be crucial for Spring Hill to have a chance here, I think, against this team inside. The first time they met, the Broncos knocked down 8 3-pointers to just Paola's 2, and so we'll see if that is a factor here in this one. Step away, one final timeout. Come back, starting lineups, opening tip-off right around the corner on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
That'll wrap up the Comfort Designs Heat and Air Conditioning pregame show. We're just a minute away from this one, opening tip-off, and the starting lineups. Starting lineups are brought to you by America's Heartland Collection from Antiques and Live Plants. Never know what you're going to find at America's Heartland Collection. See them there across from Shees, just on Webster. At open 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday at 305 South Webster. America's Heartland Collection. For the Panthers, it'll be number 24 Logan Newkirk, 6-foot senior. Number 25 Trey Moala, 6'6" senior. Number 35 Caden Markham, a 6'5" senior. Number 42 Dalton Pysick, a 6'3" senior. Number 44 Caden Ramey, a 6'2" senior. That is a senior-heavy starting lineup. For the Broncos, it'll be 1 Reese Clowder, 5'11" senior, averaging 6 points a game. Number 11 Luke Metcalf, leading scorer at 12 points a game. Number 12 Cameron Crotchett, the guy who will have the responsibility with those big guys inside. 22 Daniel Mitchell, 6'1" senior, and number 25 Chase Bond. Crotchett and Moala going to meet for the opening tip-off, brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacture of quality seating and accessories for vehicles. What a great employer we have here in town. Competitive wages and benefits. To see their openings or to apply online, go to seatsinc.com. Nailed it. Right on the tip, my man. And it will be Panther basketball as we come. And a walk going to be called on Newkirk, I believe. No, a foul. Was that good or bad, Caden? Was that good or bad? It was good? On the right side, Moala. As the foul's called on Clowder right off the bat for him. Pysick trying to attack. Left side, Newkirk will pull the trigger on a triple up and in. Newkirk gets it. First offensive possession of the ball game for the Broncos. Right side for Clowder. Good look down inside from Crotchett. Bond trying to go up and around, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled out of the Moala, and here come the Panthers. Kick. Aiden Morris for three, no good. Missed it badly. Rebound, though, by Pysick. He cleared out Crotchet. Pysick can't get it to go. Crotchet recovers. Or actually, that was Bond from behind, but another bucket up and good from Newkirk. Off to Bond, down left side. Newkirk off to a good start for them. Clowder gets past him, shot no good. And Markham a little bit defense there. The college coach sitting down right in front of us here, Caden. You can identify those, you can pick them out. Lone wolves with college gear on top of them. You find them every time. Seen a few when we were at Paola. There was a couple in the stands. It was a big night for Daniel Mitchell. I thought, boy, in fact, I think I said it on the broadcast. And there were some guys there to watch, probably Trey Moala and Caden Markham. But I said best player that night was Daniel Mitchell. Off left side, he'll have it here on the left wing. Bond trying to shake and bake. Back to Mitchell. And give way for Metcalf. Neither of these teams are going to have real deep benches necessarily, so you'll get to see the starting five a big chunk of the time tonight. A few subs here and there. Both teams probably go about 8 deep. But really about 7 deep. Ooh, almost a catch and fire. Markham 6'5" length getting in the way of that one. That might be one of the adjustments we'll see from them tonight. Crotchet trying to get some space. Catch and fire three by Metcalf. Good. Luke Metcalf in rhythm. Knocks that one down to the Broncos, who fell behind by 5. Knocked down that three to make it difference. Pysick on the right side. Markham. Newkirk around to Morris. That's Pysick. Markham for three. No good. Off the heel. Rebound to be determined. Crotchet's there battling. And a foul going to be called on. They're going to get that one on Pysick. Pysick, who appears to have added at least an inch to that mullet since the last time we saw him. He'll have a seat. Into the game comes Caden Ramey for the Broncos. Excuse me, for the Panthers, rather. Here's Clowder. Matching up on Morris. Ball kicked. .449 to play. Good inbound play. Crotchet patience. Hand in his face. Falls down. Nothing. That's a tough one there. Off left side for Morris. Swinging around quickly. Three from the corner from Markham. No good. Rebound, though, by Newkirk. Hits no good. Bond's there. And he'll clear the glass. Going the other way. Bond in a hurry. Poked out from behind by Newkirk. Got to know there's somebody behind you. Newkirk saw it all the way around. And going the other way, a turnover by the Broncos. 5-3 early going to this one. Over the left side for Markham. Newkirk. Ramey on the baseline. Patience by him. He'll finish. Seven to 3. Here's Bond for three. Good. Boy, we mentioned the three-point bucket, how important it is. So far, it has proven to be true for Spring Hill as they are down by 1. That can be a great equalizer. You give it up a little bit inside, give it some length, and there's a turnover. Intercepted by Metcalf. Over to Mitchell. Crotchet to the corner for Clowder. Moving back around through Crotchet. Jonas Sanders getting ready to check into the ball game for the Panthers. Good crossover there by Clowder. Another three for Bond from the other side. This was a little too much. High off the backboard. Going the other way. Moala, hard pass, intercepted by Bond. Gathered up by Metcalf. Boy, pretty nifty passing. Mitchell pumping. He'll drive. Little run up off the glass. And good. Mitchell hits the deck, but he'll pop back up with the Broncos with their first lead of the ball game. Just under 3 to play first quarter. Kind of held that initial serve out of the Broncos with that 3-point bucket. And that is, I tell you what, I've seen so many times where that early going, if you can do that, it really changes the game. Newkirk slides past the Broncos, but it's too open. Now Moala working on Mitchell. That'll go up and in. He'll get his first bucket of the ball game. Trey Moala's first score will give the lead back to Paola. 2:29 to go in the first quarter. Bond faces up on Newkirk. He'll go over left wing now for Clowder. Oh, backside Bond. Good movement there without the ball. He'll keep fighting for it. He'll put it up and in. That was Chase Bond going to work there. He's got 5 first quarter points. The Broncos back up in front by 1. I said when we left the gym, the foul's going to be called on the that should be on the floor. Nah. They're going to call the and one for Markham. And he'll go to the free throw line, try to complete the 3-point play. But the lead back in front momentarily here for Paola. And a whistle. Somebody messed up there. They missed the free throw, and they were stopping play after the ball was already in hand to bring in the subs. It was which should have been done beforehand, probably. Now they'll get another crack at it. Will Markin after missing one just a moment ago. And that will be good that time. Foul going to be called on Paola. On Aiden Morris, I believe. No, they're going to get that one on Caden Ramey. His first, team foul number 3 on Paola. 1:52 to play first quarter. Broncos down by 2. Bond. James Allen with it on the right corner. Catch and fire for Metcalf on the way. Good! The third first quarter 3. Second of the first quarter for Metcalf. The Broncos are back in front by 1. That's the 90 seconds. Markham from way downtown. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That was nasty right there. As Markham just waited and had enough space. He was a good 4 feet behind the 3-point line. But able to connect. Pretty true shot. Not his first time doing that. Off left corner, Skylar Dotson just checked in. Bond thought about it. Dotson will catch it back. Mitchell. Markham again, hand in his face. Here's Allen, back around Bond. Good ball movement by the Broncos. Mitchell, another good closeout by Markham. He goes around it up, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Morris. Markham up in front. Allen late to get over there. An easy layup for them. Got to get back on defense. Broncos not ready for that one. Caden Markham right now with 8 first quarter points. 8 of their 17. Shot no good by Mitchell. Dotson with a rebound. He'll clear some space. Shut up, no good, but he is fouled. And Skylar Dotson will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul was called on Morris. It's his first foul, team foul number 4. Dotson at the stripe, 33% free throw shooter, but he'll knock down the first one. Crotchett comes back in, Clowder comes in, Mitchell goes out, and James Allen will go out. Morris sits down. And Sanders comes in for him. Made them both, did Dotson. Back to a 2-point game. Well, we'll hand off for Newkirk, who will wait, and Broncos will let him. Coach Oshel in his first year for the Paola Panthers, taking over for Dave Cash after 25 years at the helm of Paola basketball. He handed him a pretty full cupboard. That's Mighty nice of Coach Cash. Moala. Sanders gets the rebound. He'll put it up. He'll be fouled and the bucket. Jonas Sanders, how about some minutes for him as he just checks in the ball game, makes a difference right there with 0.6 on the clock. And Sanders trying to go for the and one here. And he'll do it. Metcalf will fire one. It'll come up a little short, but that's the end of the first quarter. 5-point deficit for Broncos as we go to the break here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontic.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
20-15. Broncos down by 5. Hit those three-point shots. 3 threes in that first quarter have allowed them to keep pace. Panther defense forces the turnover here. Going the other way, Newkirk. He'll step through, and he'll lay it high off the glass and good. Newkirk got him going from the word go, and kind of kept going that way ever since. Newkirk's got 7. Largest lead in the ball game is 7. It's 6 lead changes in that first quarter. Now Paola's starting to stretch it just a little bit. Foul's going to be called on Pysick, I believe. Nope, Caden Ramey's going to pick that one up. Ramey picks up his second, team foul number 5. Caden will check out. Crossover. Looking to drive, there's Clowder. More of that. Pysick, pretty good defense, even though giving up some speed. Clowder able to get there. Just couldn't finish. Moala elevating, shot no good. Pysick tries to save it. Daniel Mitchell's there. Broncos with a chance here. Bond, Clowder, go. Back outside, Bond. He'll slide past Newkirk, up and good. Bond trying to get contact. Back to a 5-point game. There's Newkirk. We're going to call it a foul on the floor against Spring Hill. Foul's going to be called against Chase Bond. It's his first. Team foul number 4 on Spring Hill. Into the ball game, I believe, for his first minutes, Evan Brown, 6'1" freshman. Trying to give some more depth to the Spring Hill team, perhaps some more scoring as well. Brown must be doing something on the JV sub-varsity level to work his way into the lineup here for, if not the first time, one of the few times. He'll be guarded up right now on that top side. Here's Moala in the paint, rims out. He get his rebound, he'll tip it back in. Will Moala. He's got 4. Landon Taylor into the game for Paola. Crotchet swinging around the Bond. Brown catching. He'll step back outside. Bond. Mitchell was there. Crotchet left wide open. He'll pull the trigger, and Cameron Crotchet wants to get in on the three-point fun for the Broncos. And that has been the difference here in this one. If Spring Hill's not shooting a three like they are right now, this might be even worse. Only down by 4, though. Over to the right side for Taylor. Now Newkirk. He'll attack. Scoop up with the left hand. Good. Logan's knows what he wants to do, and he does it well. He's got 9 points. And it's back to a 6-point contest. 5:09 to go first half. Dotson to Bond. Bond, just the length of Paola really makes it difficult. Crotchet thought, well, that worked out so well the first time, I'll do it again, and Mitchell picks up a cheap one there on the rebound. It'll be his first. Team foul number 5. Taylor will check out. Back in comes Aiden Morris. Pysick comes in. Back in comes Jonas Sanders for Paola. .441 to go first half. Broncos down by 6. We're going to be patient here in the half court. Moala, Trey has grown, I think, even in the last year. I saw 6'6" in the program as Aiden Morris slides in there and gets one to go, his first bucket. But I think he is every bit of 6'6". Bond, defense for Paola has been pretty smothering too. Man map all the way, right on him. Bond. Brown still in the ball game for Spring Hill. He's spotted up here on this left side. Mitchell, under 4 to play. Facing on Morris. Brown, 3 on the way. Good! The freshman knocks it down. And Brown, welcome to varsity basketball. Markham trying to answer right back, cannot do so. Moala gets the rebound, working in on Mitchell. And he's strong enough as Mitchell to keep him from getting a good look at that one. Working back around. Markham facing against Brown. That's a tough order for Brown. Trying to break down on one of the best players in the Frontier League, and he goes around and gets fouled. No bucket. But Markham will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's 1 of 1 on the night from the stripe. And the first one's no good by Markham. Out goes Newkirk, out goes Sanders, in comes Pysick, and in comes Taylor. Neither one of them are good on the shots by Markham. And reach on the rebound. Saved there, helped out a little bit by Brown. Gathered up by the Broncos. Left side for Crotchet. Dump off Mitchell to Bond, back outside to Daniel. Bond. Brown just loaded up over here, waiting for his chance. Metcalf trying to get out of the feisty defense of the Panthers. Mitchell nearly gets it stolen out of his hands. 2:42 to go in the first half. Bond back outside Mitchell. There's finally a chance for Daniel Mitchell on the way, no good. Well, it took a lot of work to get a 3-point bucket from 2 feet off the 3-point line right there. Wall a handoff for Morris. Over on the right wing. Newkirk getting ready to check back into the game for Paola. Markham, Pysick fighting, shot up and good. This Paola team probably would have been better even a year ago, but Pysick was coming off an injury on football season, and Newkirk was injured halfway through the year as well. Those guys would have been contributors on a team that kind of right in the middle of the road, but Pysick's first bucket Push up, Crotchet, catches a little roll, it can't stay in. And he just can't buy a foul right now, can Cameron Crotchet. Largest lead of the game, back to 7. Pysick again, shot up no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Luke Metcalf, and a foul going to be called on Taylor, as he'll pick up his first personal foul. Out goes Pysick, in comes Sanders. A little offense, defense perhaps. 1-2-2 here in the three-quarter court press. Going to pick up the Broncos. Minute 39 to go. Break this pressure. Allen back to Bond. He'll try to make his own. He's going to be fouled, though, by Taylor. It was almost a clean steal. That'll be the 7th team foul, so that's going to send the Broncos to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Taylor picks up his second. And Bond at the free throw line. Bond on the season around 80%. He's got 7 first half points so far. Ooh, rare miss there. Used it all. Michael Grand, Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming your way in just a little bit. We'll recap this first half, let you know what happened earlier in our girls action. Let you know where to find us the rest of this week and into next week as well. All that more coming up here in just a little bit on the halftime show, brought to you by Michael Grand, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Sanders on the right corner. Newkirk says, why not? No good. And a foul's going to be called on Sanders over the back. That's going to send the Broncos to the other end of the floor to shoot 1 and 1. What? What happened? They didn't call that on Sanders? What's going on? Everybody in the gym thinks that was on 20 except for the 3 guys in striped shirts. Wow. Missed that one. So Brown picks up. They called on Evan Brown. And that's going to send Jonas Sanders to the. It's going to send him to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1, as that's the 7th team foul now on the Broncos as well. So both teams in bonus. Sanders stepping to the free throw line for the second time tonight as he knocked down the and 1, misses that one. He's got 3. Mitchell. Brown. Back over to Crotchet. They are doubling him. Mitchell going to attack. Stopped again. Good defense again by the Panthers. Metcalf. Broncos trying to do everything they can to try to shake loose against this man-to-man defense. Malala likes it. Here's Brown again. Close out by Morris. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Book. It wasn't working out quite the way he wanted to. Paola's very dedicated to the defensive end. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco basketball. To 23. Bronco basketball. Bond will bring it across. 25 seconds to play in the first half, rather. Mitchell nearly lost it. Fortunate that it went out of bounds off Taylor. Three-point bucket here would make this very interesting going to halftime. If you're Paola, you feel like you did everything you could here, kind of right. But the Broncos able to hit these threes and have kept them in this game. And Metcalf gets open on the way. Just missed it. That would have been his third of the half. And Paola's going to have plenty of time with 5 seconds to get up the floor. Paola, he'll step into a three on the way, left it short. That's the end of the half. Broncos down by 7 at the break. Matches their largest deficit. But, man, able to keep pace with the good team here in Paola. We'll talk about it here as we kick off the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. We'll talk about this next on the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land with immediate openings for production technician starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call us at
913-247-3530.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Welcome back here to Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo here at Spring Hill High School. Broncos and the Panthers today. Take a look how we got to where we are right now as we look at it on our Eye on the Game, brought to you by Weitzel Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Weitzel Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020 and be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. The Broncos in this one, that first quarter, kind of an interesting one as Paola would jump out to a really 5-0 lead. Broncos would grab the lead, though, 8-7, and from that point on, we would have, that was our first lead change. There would be 6 total in that first quarter, but eventually Paola would grab the lead. And they've held on to it since that point, growing it to as much as 7 twice. That's where we sit right here at the break, 30-23. 3-point buckets have been the Broncos' friend, 4 of those in the first half of this one. So of their 23 points, 12 of those just have been from downtown. They're going to have probably more of that in the second half if they're going to get and keep into this one and get the upset here over this Paola team. Halftime numbers. First up for Paola. Good team effort from them. They've already got 7 guys in the scoring column. Broncos with just 5. 9 points from Logan Newkirk. 8 points from Caden Markham. 4 points from Trey Moala. 3 points from Jonas Sanders. 2 points from Aiden Morris. 2 points from Dalton Pisick. And 2 points from Caden Ramey here at halftime. They've done a good job against Moala, but it's been Newkirk and Markham who have picked up the slack. For the Broncos, 7 points from Chase Bond. 6 points from Luke Metcalf, both from downtown. 3 points from Cameron Crotchett. 3 points from Evan Brown, the freshman in some of his early action of the season in varsity play. 2 points from Skylar Dodson and 3 points from Cameron Crotchett. I think I already mentioned 2 points from Daniel Mitchell in this first half. Get Daniel going a little bit from downtown, but the length of Caden Markham and Logan Newkirk have kind of limited Mitchell's ability to get off some of those quick threes when he's had the chance. Bronco ladies fell earlier today, 49-37. We'll talk more about that one. Get you set for second half action here from Spring Hill. The Broncos trail at halftime. Score here at the break, 30-23 against the Paola Panthers. We'll talk more on the girls' game when we return on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on your home for Bronco Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back out here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris and Caden Carbajo here at Spring Hill High School, the Broncos and the Panthers. Earlier tonight, the ladies did fall. Spring Hill did. Paola 49-37, a bit of an upset, I would say, if I was looking at this one, although Paola very good. And 20-point effort from Kate Ediger to help pace them in this one. 11 points from Maggie Kalk. Broncos were led by Sydney Bushel with 16. Sydney was very tough in this one, and she had to do it on both ends of the floor tonight against Ediger and those other post players, even KO for the Panthers. So nice job by the freshman there. 13 points from Jenna Weber as well, as the Broncos have dropped their first one in a while as they fall 10-5. They've lost 2 out of 3 actually after having a really good stretch there and winning the Wellsville tournament. So back in action on Fridays, we head to Lewisburg to take on the Wildcats. We'll have that for you at 5:45 pregame, 6 o'clock tip from Lewisburg. Make sure you make plans for that. And then we'll be back in action on Tuesday as we travel up to Tonganoxie. That'll be the extent of our broadcast coverage next week as we try to reserve a few of those games for the springtime. And they'll be at Eudora, Spring Hill for split games, single games, girls and boys. And girls on Thursday, boys on Friday. But again, we won't have those games at Eudora. Just trying to make sure folks can plan accordingly. If you need to get over there and watch it, or like to get over there and watch it, not very many we've missed this year, but trying to be cognizant of having some games available for us in the springtime. Broncos need to hit a few more threes. They'll be right into this ball game once again, down by 7, matching their largest deficit of the ball game. As we get ready to start the second half, thanks for joining us for the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. The Bronco Pet Band going to wrap it up for the night. They put in a yeoman's work here tonight. Pysick will have it on the right corner as we're underway here in the second half of this one. Goes in the Panthers. Loose ball, first possession, going to try to get a stop. That's a travel. Pysick rolled over, and then they're going to say it went out of bounds off of Crotchet. Tough break for the Broncos right off the bat. Catch for Markham. Good close out by Bond. He'll go baseline, up and around. Shot no good. Loose ball picked up by the Broncos. Get a stop at the first possession of the second half. That's best place to start right there. By this point, the first time, they dug themselves into a much bigger deficit. Spring Hill doing a better job this time around. Crotchet going to work on Pysick. He'll elevate over the top, left it just a hair short. Picked up by Pysick, and here comes Paola. So back-to-back empty frames for each team. I said walking out of the gym that last time, if you don't spot them, whatever we did in the first half, then this team could definitely play with that Paola squad, as Pysick will get them started off in the scoring column. Now 9 points, the largest deficit of the game for the Broncos. Metcalf trying to shake off Moala. Again, the length just defensively is just tough. Mitchell, catch, fire, 3. Good, Daniel Mitchell. First triple of the ball game for Mitchell, who had 5 the first time these two teams met. And because of that, I guarantee every time they come to the bench, Coach Oshel saying, hey, we can't relax. Any lead is not safe right now with this team shooting the ball they were. Good closeout by Clowder on Newkirk as Reese is running back and forth on this zone. Back over Pysick. Here's Newkirk. Morris thought about it. Broncos have packed it down inside. Walla trying to go baseline. Little help from Bond. Dump off Pysick. Working on Crotchet. Shot up. No good. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. That's in favor of the Broncos. We'll count that as a stop. The patented basketball coach foot stomp. That'll get your attention as a basketball player. Coach Oshel doing it, trying to get them in the right spot defensively. Left side for Metcalf. Trying to look down inside for Crotchet. Wasn't there. Here's Bond. Crotchet. Mitchell. Just trying to shake loose of this defense. You wonder if Paola can keep this pace up, though, man. They have played just lights out. There's a good ball movement without it. Without the ball. Getting open, but can't finish Mitchell. It's a rare miss on his part, that close. Morris. Last second pass to Pysick. And a charge. Cameron Crotchet wins one there. And Pysick's going to pick up his third foul, I believe. Team foul number 1 of this second half. (32-26). Broncos down by 6. Clowder. Crotchet. Skip pass. Far side. Mitchell. Moala was coming at 6'6" of him. Knew he was going to get there. That was a good decision by Daniel not to pull the trigger on that one. So much body. That's going to get Moala for the foul there. It's his first. Team foul number 2. Here's Bond. Crotchet, handoff, Clowder. He gets the opening court he wants. Little finger roll, no good. Reese Clowder will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He has yet to score here tonight. Those are points that they need. They kind of rely on. Clowder, 6-point average, needs to be at least that for the Broncos to have chances in games against teams like this. Clowder will leave the first one short. 4:50 to play, third quarter. Broncos down by 6. Trailed by as many as 9 already here in the second half. Left them both short. Legs are. That pressure from the Paola Panthers is going to take their legs out too, but man, trying to fight it off the entire game will wear you out. Morris moving around off left side for Markham. He'll give way to Moala. Faces doubled in the corner. Loose ball gathered up by Mitchell. Bond missed his open man. Crotchet was streaking down the middle of the court. Metcalf left side. Crotchet. He's not even got a 3 in the action here tonight. Clowder will face here, top of the key. He'll scoop it up. What a take. Just can't get it to go, man. He's been right there twice. Has Reese Clowder, just hadn't been able to finish. Just keep going. Keep trying. Markham with it on the right corner. Broncos, I think, have kind of held the momentum, at least here as we're at the midway point. Paola team not afraid to pull it out and just run some clock, though, and that's kind of what they've done here. Ramey works his way all the way to the glass, up and in. 34-26. Past the midway point of the third quarter. There's Crotchet, boy, turn and go baseline. Especially when he hedges you that far. Kick, Clowder, he wants to go in. He'll try to scoop it up. Shot no good, and they're going to say it was too deep. The exact same thing that Cameron Crotchet did just a moment ago, and that's what Coach Oshel did. He pointed down just right where that one went. Just kind of almost a wink and a grin. He knows it. I know it. Even the guys at Stripes probably know it, but that doesn't matter. The call is what it is, and now it's going to send Clowder to the free throw line for the and one. Newkirk's going to come out. In comes Sanders. Ramey's going to check out. In comes Taylor as well for Paola. Chance to pull the Broncos back to within 5 here with 3:32 to play in the third. Missed it. The rebound by Crotchet. He'll turn around, go right back. Kick it. Metcalf elevates. 3. Good! The missed free throw was a benefit as the Broncos finish it on a 3. Metcalf's third 3 of the ball game, and the Broncos are down by 3. 34-31, and Coach Oshel wants to talk about it. It's a 30. Broncos have some life here. Plenty of game left to get into this one. Back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
34-31, Broncos with a little flurry here after trailing by 9 a moment ago. They have outscored them 8-2 to get to the point they are right now for Spring Hill. Finish this quarter strong and have a head of steam going into the fourth quarter. Taylor stepping into one. Good closeout by Metcalf. Try to move it back around. Sanders in the corner. Broncos zone is really stifling this Paola offense just a little bit. Markham trying to make it happen with a 3. He does. Boy, that's a big shot to try to loosen up that zone a little bit. It's his second 3. He's got 11 points. 37-31. Here's Dodson. Markham is right on top of Chase Bond. Screen comes from Crotchet. It was there for a second, a little pick and roll. Didn't get it. Metcalf trying to shake off. There's 3 guys there. Here's Crotchet back to Luke. To the corner, Bond. 2:20 to play in the third. Dodson. Metcalf. Matchup might be down inside. There it is. Mitchell was coming across. He was open. Bond now will be open. Broncos patient with it. And it goes out of bounds. Boy, that's the best look they've had in a while. Able to get it open, look at one. And Bond just kind of maybe too open. They've had contested threes all night. They've made those go, but this one's wide open and can't get it to go through. Need a stop, though. Minute 52 to play. Down by 6 in this third. Play in the third. I keep thinking it's the fourth. Sanders on the right corner. Swinging around through Markham to the left side. Taylor, an open look at one. No good. Rebound. Crotchet needs to go get that one. Moala will have it. He'll lay it up and in. Moala, right place, right time. He's got 6 points. Again, the Broncos have done good on their main scorer, but back to down by 8. Minute 24 to play in the third. Dotson on the right side. Metcalf trying to fight through screens to get open. Dotson will pull the trigger on a triple. It's no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Paola. Markham comes out of there with it. Ball in transition. Morris. And a charge. Cameron Crotchet's second charge taken of the half. And a stop. 1 minute to play third quarter. Broncos need a bucket here. Morris picks up his second. I was waiting for the score table to say who that was on. His second, team 5. Morris will check out. Sanders will check out. In comes Newkirk. In comes Pysick for the Panthers. Evan Brown's checked in for Spring Hill. Break that pressure. And a travel going to be called on Chase Bond. Two seniors, a sophomore, a junior, and a freshman on the floor for the Broncos. Full mix. Every class recognized here. They're going to hold final shot of this third quarter. Hope it doesn't come down to needing 30 seconds at the end. They're going to let them do it. 17 seconds to go here. 7 seconds, they'll go. Broncos tighten up the defense. Get to the Pysick. Hard step. Blocked by Daniel Mitchell. He'll put it up and in. And at the buzzer, Dalton Pysick going to get it, and he'll walk off. As that didn't go the way the Broncos wanted it to, and their largest lead of the game is now 10. Boy, they made so much progress in that third quarter, but Paola closed it out on a run. And at the end of 3, Broncos down by 10. We're back in 1. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
Here we go, fourth quarter action. Broncos know what the formula is to get back into this ball game. They've executed it a couple of times tonight. Right now, though, they find themselves in their largest hole of the game, down by 10. Here as we start the fourth quarter of action. Markham will have it out high for Paola. They'll start this thing out with the ball. Newkirk wide open, looking at three. This is too much. But Moala is there with a rebound and an easy layup and putback. Trade working the glass here and doing it on the defensive end as well. And now the largest lead is 12, 43-31. Screen comes from Crotchet. Bond to give way to him. Crotchet on the right side. Up off inside for Brown. He'll have to go back out for Crotchet. Quickly around. Metcalf will elevate. Three on the way. No good. And rebound by Brown, but a foul going to be called? No, out of bounds rather. Missed it enough that it went out of bounds before he was able to get to it. And that's how that one will end. Bronco girls fell tonight 49-37 in a tough one against a really good Paola team who came out with a little bit of a fire underneath them. Spring Hill just couldn't quite get over the hump a couple of times. Markham off the glass, no good. Put back, no good. Third time's a not charm. And rebound pulled out of there by Metcalf, and then Newkirk reaches over the top of him and fouls Metcalf. Newkirk can't believe it. It's his second. Team foul number six, and the team foul situation is 6-0. Broncos with no fouls here in this second half. Three-quarter court pressure is in the zone. Broncos able to get past that. It's just a hassle, basically, and now a deflection. Moala going the other end. Crotchet going to try to foul him before he gets to the rim, and he does. We're going to say it was a shooting foul. So Crotchet will pick up his first personal foul. Team foul number one. Moala going to the free throw line to shoot two. It's his first trip to the stripe tonight. Trey Moala yet to shoot free throws. Up and good. Here comes the second one. Moala trying to get into double figures with this shot right here. He's got 10 now. Largest lead is 14. Broncos had gotten it down to 3. 34-31, and since that point, it is an 11-0 run. They are in the midst of it right now. Bond. Back over to Crotchet on the right side. This one tipped on. Broncos just lacking a little focus here. That's twice we've seen hands get into the passing lanes and flip those up. Aiden Morris wants to step into three, and he will. No good, but Pysik's there. Gianni on the spot, puts it up and in off the glass and good. Pysik's in double figures with 10. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Book, trying to stop the bleeding. It's a 13-0 run by the Panthers. Full timeout, we'll take it. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
There's the push, and it is a touchdown, Lewisburg.
I'm so sick of this.
I saw a Go Brawley truck in front of Bob's.
Go Brawley. No buffering allowed. Visit GoBrawley.com today.
Yes! Yes!
You two really need to get Go Brawley.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
$47-31, completely different tone and situation the Broncos find themselves here as we did at one point in the third quarter. And it's in the midst of a 13-0 run from the Panthers. Bond trying to break free. Metcalf for three. His fourth of the game. Luke Metcalf trying his best. He's got 12. And Moala, other end. Air comes into the room. He takes it right back out. Metcalf, dump off inside. Trying to work. And a foul going to be called. Porter Jones getting some of his first action varsity-wise as well. Coach Book trying to mix some stuff up a little bit. And so Jones will be at the free throw line. And he'll get the first one to go. Jones knocks down the first one. Here comes the second. Made them both. With the three-point shooting, he can get back in this ballgame, 5:05. It's just, I don't know, the times that the Panthers, when the Broncos have had a little bit of a push, the Panthers have been able to do what they needed to, and that's very disheartening. It's tough to just keep chopping wood. And a foul going to be called. Jones going to be, or Bond rather, going to be called for that one. And Bond picks up his second. Team foul number 2. Morris trying to get it inbound. Needs some help. Throw it in deep. As Ramey wisely bails. Swinging around Moala. Throws it up. He's fouled. Trey will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Back to action on Friday as the Broncos travel to Lewisburg to take on the Wildcats. We'll have that game for you. 5:45 pregame. Tip off at 6 o'clock for a boys and girls basketball doubleheader. A week from the night, on the road at Tonganoxie. Take on the Chieftains. Same schedule. 5:45 pregame, 6 o'clock tip. Start to get to the final parts of this season. Moala, 8-2 in a row, misses that one. He's got 12 of the ball game. Slides that one in. Brown over to Bond. Metcalf. Jones back outside for Bond. Going, Crotchet elevates over the top of Moala. Best take of the night for Cameron Crotchet. A timeout taken by Coach Book. We'll keep it right here, 50-38. This game there were 6 lead changes in the first quarter of this game before Paola would take the lead, 14-13, and they would continue to grow that lead. It was 13-12 was the last time Spring Hill led. It was a 4-point game at the end of one. Paola would lead by as many as 7 twice in the second quarter. They would grow that lead to as many as 9 early in the third and then lead by 10 after 3. But during that point, the Broncos had trimmed it down to 3, 34-31. At that point, they went on a 13-0 run before eventually having it stopped. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Essentially, it's a 12-point game. Broncos put a little pressure, nearly get what they want. It's all out, sell out. Newkirk gets past it, bounce past Ramey, and he wants to pull it out. Newkirk. This Paola team might make some waves in 4A. Things are going to have to go right for them. They've got the pieces. They could probably use maybe one more guard. But, man, they've got the parts. And a foul going to be called on Crotchet. Be team foul number 4 rather. And Cameron going to pick up his second. Markham going to check back into the ball game. They're going to be tough because of the defense. And, again, I mentioned them several times tonight, just the length defensively all the way around the floor, basically, makes it just very difficult. Spring Hill doesn't have a person on the team as tall as this guy right here, Moala. That one just went a little bit too far, able to track it down. They've got several. And a foul going to be called on Porter Jones. It'll be his first. Team foul number 5. Alley-oop on the inbound from Morris to Moala. Those dudes have played a few games of basketball together. Moala's having a good fourth quarter as he's got 9 in the fourth alone. 15 for the game. Cameron Crotchet for his second 3 of the game. Cameron trying to do his part. He's got 8. And a foul. It's going to send Caden Ramey. Should be on the floor, actually. Crotchet picks up his third. Pysek comes in. Ramey goes out. .325 to play. Pysek got away with a walk. Took him a second to figure that one out. Bond. Crotchet again for 3. Place goes crazy. Good rebound by Jones. He'll try to put it back up, but he's fouled. And Porter Jones will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. This game does not have the sense of a game that's going to get close, in my opinion. I've done this a few times, but it could. Right here will be a chance. You pull this into single digits with 3:13, there's plenty of time. And again, the way the Broncos can shoot from the perimeter. Jones first free throws. Second, rather, he just made a couple. He got 2 points, make it 3. Now 3 out of 4 on the night from the stripe. 42-52. This thing's not over. And there's a turnover by the Panthers. Broncos are going to get it back. Bond to get it inbounds. A huge possession right here. And they throw it in nearly to nobody. Daniel Mitchell will track it down. Jones with it. Here's Bond to the corner for Crotchet. Baseline, good look at it. Shot up. No, if that goes in, he's going to the free throw line for and 1. Instead, Crotchet will go to the line for 2. And every time this happens, you start to kind of tighten those screws just a little bit. The Broncos can get a bucket here, pull it to within 8. I guarantee you for a moment, Paola felt like they probably had pretty good control of this game, and they did. But right now, a little bit of momentum just in the favor of the guys in purple and white. Crotchet rattles in the first one. Cameron's got 9. Broncos back to within 9. Just under 3 to play in it. Made them both. Good shots. Big time leadership by Cameron Crotchet. Spring Hill has gotten themselves to within 8. There's the trap. Pysek gets a pass. Markham lost it. Loose ball. He thought he was going in, I think, with a big enough timeout to be taken by Coach Oshel. So you're saying there's a chance. Broncos down by 9 with 2:48 to play in the ball game. It's a 30. We'll take it. We're back at 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Construction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
(44-52), Broncos down by 8. Trailed by as many as 14. Pisick at the elbow. Pull it back out. And he runs some clock, does Paola. Morris working against Metcalf. Metcalf going to reach in on him and foul him. And that's going to send Aiden Morris to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Metcalf picks up his 4th. That's probably not the guy you want fouling. Morris at the free throw line. Get to shoot it, he'll knock down the first one. And that shot's no good. Pisick gets the rebound. That's no good. Cleared out of there by Porter. Porter Jones. Up the floor they go. Crotchet thought about stepping into another triple. He'll go back to Bond. He will. High arcing shot, no good. And loose ball to be determined, still to be determined. Jump ball is going to be in favor of. Blow the whistle. It'll be a jump ball in favor of the Broncos with 2:21 to go. Throw it in deep for Metcalf. 2:20 to go. Here's Crotchet to Mitchell. Mitchell baseline on Morris. Kick to Crotchet. He'll kick. Jones for 3. No good. Loose ball gathered up by Markham, and Daniel Mitchell runs into him. That's going to send Caden Markham to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. He is 1 of 3 on the night from the stripe. And Markham knocks down the first one. He had 8 points at halftime, just 3 in the third quarter, and that's his first of the fourth, so he's got 12 for the ball game, does Markham. Back to a 10-point game. Made them both. Need a 3. Metcalf from the free throw line, off the glass and good. That was a contested bucket. Tons of contact. Maybe could have been an and 1, but instead it'll just be that one. But it's a big shot, a timeout taken by the Broncos. It's a full. We'll take it with them. We're back in 1 minute on Spring Hill Sports Live.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land with immediate openings for production technician starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com.
55-46 Broncos down here by 9. Panther basketballs would come out of the timeout. Moal to get it inbound. There's the trap right there. Newkirk, get him. Got him right where they wanted him. Now they'll break it. Markham brings it across the timeline. Broncos trying to sell out. There it is. Oh, Jones was on top of it. Loose ball to be determined. Joe comes out of there with it, does Crotchet. Mitchell up in front to Metcalf. Screen comes, no. Crotchet, another three on the way. Ooh, this place goes bonkers if that goes through. Instead misses it all the way down the floor. Pysick holds. Minute 25. Markham. Now Newkirk. They're going to call a foul on Jones. His second, team 9. That's going to send Newkirk to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1 here with a minute 19. It's going to be a little late of a late push. Broncos need a lot to go right now. Evan Brown going to check into the game for Spring Hill. Out goes Jones. Newkirk missed the front side of the 1-on-1. Broncos need a bucket. There it is, Bond. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Just trying to get some untimed points, and this right here could do it. Not sure what the foul timeout situation is. I can't imagine either team's got too many left. And Bond knocks down the first one. 0-1 before that, excuse me. He's 1 out of 2 on the night from the stripe. 8 points in the contest for Bond. Made them both. Big shots there by the sophomore. 55-48. Need a turnover. Try to do without fouling first. Paola's going to try to split the defense up to Pysick. Probably foul him. Can. And now they'll go under a minute. And Jones going to try to get up on him and foul Moala, send him to the free throw line. I think when Pysick was fouled, that might have been the way to go. He hasn't shot any free throws tonight. I don't know if that's true or not, actually. Questioning my own abilities here. Doesn't happen very often, Caden. Shooting 2 is Moala because of the double bonus, both teams in it. And pretty good free throw shooter here as he has knocked down now 4 out of 5 here in this fourth quarter. Man in both. Vaughn trying to get it to Metcalf. He steps into one. 3 on the way, no good. And Newkirk clears the glass. Over to Moala, 42 seconds. Coach Book, I think, calls off the Dogs. Pysick off the glass. And that'll put a cherry on top of the sundae. He's got 6 fourth quarter points. Give him 10 for the ball game. Bond, Crotchet, Metcalf, 3 on the way. No good. And they will foul Pysick. They'll send him to the free throw line, and that'll probably about do it. Not for a lack of trying, that's for sure tonight. The Broncos gave it all they had, and it was going to take that kind of effort to be able to keep pace. And for the most part, they did. Again, just that one little letdown there, a 13-0 run that started in the third quarter after the Broncos had gotten to within 3. They kind of made the difference, and they've been trying to climb back into it ever since that point. Pysick misses the first one. Makes the second. .20 seconds, Bond. Scoop with the left hand, can't get it to go. Metcalf still playing, out of bounds. It'll be Bronco basketball. Bond to get it in, 14 seconds to Metcalf. Free throw line, Metcalf no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Pysick. And that's going to do it for the Broncos and the Panthers. Panthers are going to get the sweep here tonight. On the boys' side, 60-48 your final score. Just again, that little bit of a run there was enough to kind of separate things down the stretch and just ran out of time to the Broncos. 60-48, lose by 12. Ladies fell earlier tonight, 49-37, so a pair of 12-point losses for Spring Hill here against Paola. We'll come back and recap them real quick on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show. And get out of here for tonight. Back in action on Friday as we head to Lewisburg to take on the Wildcats. That's coming up next here on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show. Shoemaker Collision, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies, get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. We'll talk about it next on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Welcome back one final time here on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show. BJ Harris, Caden Carbajo, as we wrap up a doubleheader action here with the Broncos and the Panthers of Paola. Paola sweep tonight here on the road at Spring Hill. The Broncos dropping them to the Panthers, as that will be the girls got the win the first time they played. The Spring Hill girls did. But a season sweep here for the Paola boys over the Broncos. Panthers did what they needed to get the win. Spring Hill tried to keep into this one and doing it from downtown throughout the game as they finished the game with 6 threes in this game. They had 8 last time they played. I don't know if that's accurate. There's 7 threes in this game. They had 8 last time. But all in all, just came up a little bit short again. They had it within 3, 34-31. And then at that point, they went on a 13-0 run, stretched it out 47-31 before that would stop. And that was into the fourth quarter. The Broncos trimmed it all the way down again and got it within 10, but just could never quite get past that point, and actually got down to within 8 at one point. 52-44 was as close as it was down the stretch, and ended up falling in this one by the score 60-48. Broncos fall to 2-13 on the year. Panthers move to 11-4, having a fantastic year for them in the Frontier League as well. And they will be one of the favorites in this area in Class 4A. We'll see what they do in the playoffs, but going to round out their season with a sweep here over the Broncos. Ladies fell tonight earlier, final score in that one, 49-37. In that game, the Broncos were led unofficially by Sydney Busher with 16 points, 13 points from Jenna Weber. In the loss, Bronco ladies fall to 10-5 on the year. Panther girls would move to 9-6. First loss in the Frontier League as well for the Broncos as they fall to 4-1. Panthers are 2-4 on the girls' side of things. Final numbers here for the boys. First up for the Panthers, 17 points from Trey Mawala, lead all scores. Just a nice, quiet 17-point performance from him. 13 from Caden Markham. 11 points from Dalton Pysick. That was quiet as well. 9 points from Logan Newkirk, all in the first half. 4 points from Caden Ramey. 3 points from Jonas Sanders. 3 points from Aiden Morris. Coach Oshel's got himself a nice little ball club. Unofficial scoring totals for the Broncos, 14 points from Luke Metcalf, 10 points from Cameron Crotchet, 9 points from Chase Bond, 5 from Daniel Mitchell, 2 from Skylar Dotson, and 2 from Reese Clotter. Also 3 points from Evan Brown and 3 points from Porter Jones for the Broncos, who do fall here tonight. Final score, 60-48. Back in action on Friday. Broncos travel to Lewisburg to take on the Wildcats. We'll have that for you. Pre-game coverage at 5:45. Tip-off scheduled for 6 o'clock from Lewisburg. And then back in action next Tuesday as we travel up to Tonganoxie to take on the Chieftains. Same start times for that one. That'll wrap up our coverage next week. Again, the Broncos are at Eudora on Thursday and Friday of next week. We will not have those games on Spring Hill Sports Live. Good job, Caden.
Thank you.
Have a good night the rest of the week. We'll back at it on Friday, and we will have it for you here on your home for Bronco Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live. Final score one more time for the boys, 60-48. Paola gets the win on the girls' side, 49-37. Paola gets the win there as well. You watch it all here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.